17th season of MPL Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Infinix, the official gaming phone partner, the power behind every Madlang gamer. Smart, the simply reliable connectivity partner of the MPL. Our partner in esports, Clear Men. And our strategic partners, TT Racing, Fairy, and SIP. Don't miss any MPL action by following our official Facebook and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Follow MPL PH on TikTok for more content. Experience the lakas ng Pinas of MPL PH Season 17 live at Victoria Sports Tower. Grab your tickets now via the official MPL PH website. MPL Philippines is monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusement Board.
And I'ma do it again. I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself.
Hindi rin naman kayo papayag na paputol yung streak pero di namin iniisip yung streak.
Kahit sino kalaban, same lang yung preparation na ginagawa namin.
Mainitinit na ang laban, pero gagawin kong best ko para maging cool at hindi magkamali.
Natutuwa lang din ako kasi kahit pa paano napapansin na yung mga idea tsaka yung ginagawa ko. Tsaka kahit anong tawag sa akin, okay lang.
Hindi ko hayaan may tumalo pa sa amin. Kaya kating-kating ako madurog kayo.
Para sa kalaban ko, durog ka sa akin mamaya.
Para sa kalaban ko, durog ka sa akin mamaya.
Para sa kalaban ko, durog ka sa akin mamaya.
Para sa kalaban ko, durog ka sa akin mamaya.
Para sa kalaban ko, durog ka sa akin mamaya.
Teka. Star match na ba agad? Ba't parang wala sa script to? Wait, Okay. First up, we have the men prepared to beat the summer heat. Starting with a man with a million moves and zero dandruff, James Pants! EXP laner for ONIC Philippines, bearer of the best kimpy hair in the business. Y'all ain't ready for Kirk! They call him the king. His crown, hair that's cool and clean. He is VJ. The Sigma Jungler, a face card like no other. Damn, he's none other than King Kong. Last but not the least, he's the idol for everyone, but a doll for only one, Sanford!
Teka. Renmar, anong nangyayari dito? Bakit may pa-intro tayo agad?
Oo nga, at kayong lima, sino ba yung sinasabi niyong dudurugin niyo dun sa video? Sino ba yung kalaban niyo?
Sino nga ba? Malalaman natin.
Relax. Hello. Relax lang. Hindi team ang tatalunin nila, kundi ang init at dandruff. And dahil sa lineup na to, sigurado malupit at matatapos talaga ang dandruff sa ating mga lalaki. I am John Del Armado, the brand lead for Clear, and I'm proud to introduce to you the Clear Legends. Of James, Kirk, Kel, VJ, King Kong, and Sanford. Woo!
All right, Jondel, what an intense lineup we have here. But of course, we want to know, ano nga ba exactly yung gusto nating ma-achieve with these Clear Men legends?
So, I'm happy to share that we're happy to introduce them to inspire this generation of gamers that us men, we really have different needs for our hair, and they're the ones to inspire us that when they perform at their best, it's because they have a clean scalp and they have healthy scalp because of Clear. So thank you guys, and looking forward to this partnership with all of you.
Yes, thank you so much, John Del. And again, congratulations to our Clear Men Legends.
Truly a clear and cool way to start, Denise. And speaking of simula, MPL Superfans, maganda! Dahil we're officially starting the second round of our regular season.
Umpisa na ng bawian our star match for today, ang Epic Rivalry between Aurora Gaming and Team Liquid Philippines.
Pride points at bragging rights ang paglalabanan at makikita natin kung may makakaresback ba or will history repeat itself.
Abangan ang lahat ng yan dito lamang sa tahanan ng pinakamalalakas.
Ito ang MPL Philippines Season 17.
Palag na to!
Woo! What a way to open up our Friday para dito sa MPL Philippines Season 17. Kami pala makakasama niyo super fans on the Filipino desk. And my name is Athena. And together with me is Hans and Wolf. Right over onto the English desk, makakasama din natin.
It's me, Naisu. Bring it up. And Renmar. We'll be here with you guys later.
Grabe na supervise talaga natin ng mga madudurog na mga dandruff on our Clear Men Legends na nakilala natin on our main stage. Meanwhile, this tournament is also monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusement Board. Nakita naman natin that this is already the second half of our regular season kung saan muli magtatagpo ang ilan sa mga rivalry, especially onto our Epic Rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen some teams go up against each other. Naging pamilyar na siguro sila. Hopefully, we get to see the adjustments kung ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin para makabawi or mas lalo pang mapaigting yung lamang nila.
Nag-iinit at nag-aalab ang TLPH ngayon with 7-0 to start this regular season. Habang yung TNC, parang sila naman yung nawalan ng apoy. Sila yung hindi nag-aalab ngayon with just 1-6.
Well, this is their chance to rise the standings here, Wolf, I'd say, for TNC. But also, I think a lot of people want to know if Joshy Cakes was right last week when he mentioned that if TLPH ended up 7-0 in their first half of the regular season, he thinks and believes they'll go undefeated 14-0 for the regular season.
Sakto naman onto the Joshua Takes ay maglalaro ngayon ang TLPH onto our first match laban sa Aurora. Nag-aalab na mga damdamin ng ating matutunghayan, lalo na't may mga streak din na binabantayan.
You know, the second half of the season has always been the usher of things that we did not expect. Whether something happened with the patch or something happened with the teams, for some reason between week 4 and week 5, something shifts. I want to see if that shift shows up for teams like Twisted Minds, who, as we saw, are in the somewhat lower portion of the standings as they're going to be going up against one of the top 4 teams in the league right now, which is ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, and to add to that, I believe there have been changes in terms of the lineup itself. So that's one thing we might want to see, whether or not it will actually be immediately shown to us. But this is a massive change if we're talking about change.
And right on cue onto the change, no, para sa patch 2.1.67, i-walk through us with this for Wolf naman yung mga kaganapan.
Yung sobrang interesting kasi yung pagkakabalik ng Olus. Although hindi pa natin makikita this week, but it's important for teams to check it out. Pero sa ngayon, hindi pa natin talaga alam kung saan siya papasok sa meta. We've tried this hero, hindi pa siya ganun kalakas. And baka hindi tayo din matuwa na makita siya dito sa MPL. Whereas when it comes to the buffs, grabe yung Harith ngayon. I think it's really the hero that you have to look at.
Yeah, like, what was Harith not busted enough? What's up? And then they even adjusted Starlium Scythe where you get the passive effect much quicker. So it's definitely good for heroes who love casting skills and have strong basic attacks. People are going to be looking for Julian, and people are going to be looking for Nathan, who, despite being under the nerf column, because of the adjustment to Starlium Scythe, weirdly enough, it feels like a big little buff for him. Dominance Ice as well is something that you have to keep your eyes on, as the range of its passive effects, not only the one where it increases its own physical and magical defense, but also the Life Bane passive it has. It now encapsulates a bigger region around the hero with Dominance Ice.
At kung around din naman na pag-uusapan, the Marcel is also a note hero na kailangan nating i-watch out for. Nayon naman sa first match natin, our star match is going to be the Epic Rivalry ng Aurora laban sa TLPH. Talk to us, kasi nung first half ay tila ba Game 3 yung nangyari doon.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly something na in-expect natin na magpupunta talaga tayo dun sa Game 3 na sinasabi mo. But one thing that a lot of people didn't expect was how stable these guys have been. From the start up until to this point, gaya nga ng sinabi ni Wolf, they're still undefeated. At masusukat sila ngayon kung ganun pa rin ba ang kanilang kahihinatnan pagkatapos ng second half.
Mahabang discussion to. Pero natutuwa lang ako kasi ito yung niline-up nating panel. Actually, Redmar was also part of that panel when we talked about the 4 horsemen and how impactful itong apat. Tignan nyo naman, 72.94% win rate. Masasabi natin, baka itong apat lang na to mismo, mas mataas pa dun sa win rate ng kadalasan sa mga naglalaro sa MLBB.
And that's, I think also it goes back to, I think for season 12, 76% match win rate for the 4 horsemen. So that's just how strong they are and why they're such a force to be reckoned with right now currently in season 17.
Yep. Individually, if you were to look at them this season, they are leading in total match or game MVPs.
Yeah.
So that's for the 4 of them. I think aside from Carl, who's tied with someone, I think it's Kyle. But other than that, you know, this is why they are the 4 horsemen.
Samantala, ito yung hindi tied up. Actually, for our epic paybacks naman, naalala nyo, for last season, that was a 15-match win streak na natapos ang TLPH sa Grand Finals, Renmar.
Oh yeah, I was trying to count. It's like 15. Wait, how is that possible? Oh yeah, that also includes the matches in the playoffs. So now, will Aurora flip the script, look at the win streak of Team Liquid Philippines this season and say, maybe it's our turn to snap some streaks?
At ilan sa mga yan ay makakapag-snap back ba dito sila Edward and Demon Kite, and taking a closer look din. So far onto the stats, Wolf, nakita naman natin yung 4 horsemen, grabe din talaga yung naging chemistry. But for Aurora, grabe din yung naging chemistry nila in terms of the numbers.
It was, this is a very interesting stat kasi kapag nananalo at nagdo-dominate ang Aurora, napakahirap nilang talunin. Not only with the season, pero if you recall sa previous season, look at this, average gold lead of 9,800. I think nakita rin natin na yung highest gold lead pa na ginawa nila was up against Team Liquid during week 1. If you recall that game, napakaganda ng laban din. And you can see, it was against Omega, pero meron din silang malaking win na 13K over TLPH before. So imagine how good the lead is. 16K, parang ano yan eh, ilang item yan? Parang 8 item. If you visualize it, 8 item kayo ahead.
I mean, it's fair to look at Aurora, and when mainly talking about them this season, you talk about their struggles. I mean, everything that they do as the reigning world champions are under a magnifying glass. I suggested this stat line to our wonderful creative and production team behind the scenes because I wanted to see if they are winning, how dominant are they? And I didn't expect the numbers to actually skew that way, that if they are winning, they actually still can dominate.
Sobrang dominating ng 16K gold lead, Naisu, and that's against Omega. But sadly daw yung naging resulta, hindi pumabor talaga sa kanila. Diba?
Yeah, I think so, and that's just how dominant they've been. I think we are actually going to go ahead and look at exactly what they've been able to do with this kind of lead.
So, if you're going to look sa inyong mga screen, meron akong ipapakita mga clips sa inyo. At ito yung nangyari nung unang linggo natin nung nagkatapat ang Aurora at TLPH. Ito yung time na for the first time ay masasabi nating napahirapan ang The GOAT. One of the few moments, and probably in recent memory, ito yung pinaka nahirapan siya. 0-8, I think, or 7.
Sobrang punish sila doon. And to be fair, para ma-breakdown natin at mahimay na mabuti, focus over here sa nangyari, Wolf.
So nakita natin dito, eventually nabangga si Cartesi. But if we look back a little bit, mapapansin ninyo kung paano nila sinet up itong laban na to. And most importantly, dahil si Light, mukhang pupuntahan niya na yung kalid, but he actually went to the backlines kung saan nandun si Cartesi pagkakita niya. Ginamit niya yung flicker dun sa likuran. You would think na si JP yung bibigyan dito ng Aurora, pero eventually, ayun pala si Carl na 0-3. Ito yung third death niya. At a minute ago, nahuli din siya dito. And this is one of the best usage of the Grak walls as well, the Earthen Rampart. Tandaan, hindi lang kasi, hindi mo siya isipin na parang nandito lang yung range mo ng maharangan mo, itong part na to. Hindi eh. Kapag inangulo mo siya, may konting siwang dyan na akala mo makakalusot ka, pero parang na-extend mo ng mas malaki pa yung Earthen Rampart. If you think about it, parang naharangan niya yung buo. Whereas normally, hindi mo magagawa yun basta-basta. So, ganito kaganda yung mastery ni Light with this Grak. And then eventually, makakuha nila yung pang-apat. And then dito kay Cartesi, after forcing yung mga laban dun sa may orange buff. At eto, patuloy-tuloy pa nilang makakuha yung mga magandang laban. As you can see in this last clip, you will see once again kung paano ginamit ni Light yung Earthen Rampart and then eventually to control the team of TLPH. Halos lahat ng mga initiation dito ng tech charge ni Light in the early stages ay binigay niya kay Cartesi. That's why at this point, 1-8 at 16 minutes.
Yeah, statistically, this was really enough coming from the team that's undefeated so far this season. They also got to experience the statistically toughest loss experienced by a jungler in Season 17. Because of the amount of deaths Cartesi suffered there, he wasn't able to get objectives, and also just the amount of gold that he fell behind compared to Demonkind. So as we now, I think we're heading on over to our little discussion about keys to victory, those little clips we have to keep in mind.
Okay, before all of that, keep in mind muna natin ang ating Infinix keys to victory.
Yeah, para sa Aurora, they have to force TLPH to play greedy by the draft. So, dahil pag pumili dito ang TLPH ng mga heroes na sobrang kailangan ng farm, nakikita natin na bumabagal ang TLPH. It's not easy though to force TLPH into this spot, but I think hindi na dapat tingnan to ng Aurora na may kailangan silang target bans or something like that. Kailangan talaga i-disenyo nila, i-lead nila ang TLPH para mag-draft ng kakaiba. Like yung nigawa nila with the Hayabusa. And also, they can outpace TLPH when it comes to understanding the draft after the patch. Hindi ko na-mention dito, pero dahil historically speaking, ang TLPH at yung mga members nila, nagsastruggle kapag bago yung patch.
Yeah, so for Team Liquid Philippines, they have to watch out for the Harith and any other magic damage type users that would benefit from the Starlium Scythe, and just in general the new patch heroes, the adjustments to them. Aurora might have something up in that bag of tricks. Now also for the second point, you have to bolster river control with fast mid-duo movements. As we saw in the last one, if Light and Yue can move fast, then that's good for Aurora. We think of them as a template team, but the faster they can set their positions for that template, the better they are.
And so far, nakita naman natin na pwede nga ito makatulong sa kala under Infinix keys to victory. Yung patch talaga natin ang pinaka-inonote natin dito, especially for our junglers nga, especially dun sa pagkabuhay din ng mga green caps and as well as sa mga buffs dito.
Yeah.
And for our members of Blair, para sa mga super fans, kung ready na rin kayo i-level up yung game nyo at yung grades nyo, the best students don't just study hard, they study smart.
That is right. Meet the Infinix XPad 30E, the first true education tablet in the Philippines. It features an 11-inch FHD plus big screen, an AI tutor on tap, and over 120,000 free courses.
It's time to make learning easier and a whole lot more fun. Yan yung ginamit ko rin sa pag-analyze kanina. So get your Infinix XPad 30E, your easy learning smart body.
Sobrang gana talaga to, especially onto a very crucial matchup nga dito sa Epic Rivalry ng Aurora laban sa Team Liquid Philippines. Tingnan natin kung may maninibago ba pagdating sa mga patch natin as we throw it over and welcome our teams for Epic Rivalry sa unang laban ng second half. It's Aurora laban sa Team Liquid Philippines.
Undefeated sa first leg ng regular season 17, Team Liquid Philippines.
Liquid have wiped out the M7 World Champions.
Sa tingin ko yung difference nung week 1, may mga mistakes kami na hindi na namin naulitin sa paparating na laban.
Medyo surprising kasi galing silang champion and hindi ko na-expect na nasa baba sila ng standings.
And for Aurora Gaming, ending this leg 1 of season 17 with a win. Napaka-importante nito para sa kanila.
Nakapag-adjust kami ngayon and lalo na nakakuha kami ng momentum against APE brand.
This is my time to break. This is my time to rise. Take a piece of that.
Makasabay po sa kanya. Hindi naman po nakapag-pressure kasi easy is the pressure.
Actually, si Carl mas lamang sa execution and then ko confidence in game. Pero kaya-kaya namin sumabay.
Tingin ko yung lamang ko lang kay Demon kahit yung experience ko tsaka yung shot calling siguro.
Goat X Fish. Mapipressure lang ako, ba't ko kailangan patunayan yun? Yung lamang ko, slightly, match, ganyan. Hindi ko sinasabing lamang siya, lamang ako.
Yung lamang niya, ayoko sabihin kasi baka i-maximize niya. Pinapanalo ko lang lahat ng kaya kong panalo.
The right
rivals are back for an epic round 2. This is the star match of the day brought to you by Smart, starting with Aurora Gaming Philippines. The most decorated EXP laner in history, Mr. Consistent Edward! The celebrity! Demon time! Demon Guide! A player on a mission, he is a mid-lane magician, US! No moment is too dark when he is at the Rome, the one and only Light! Turning up the heat in the gold lane, this is Domenkite! The cavalry returns to continue this stampede! The Apex Predator, the Initiator, the one and only Duel Raging Sanford! First name greatest, last name ever, Carl Tize! Cold, calculated, lone stallion, the chef, Sanji! The maestro roamer, ever reliable, El Daddy, JP! Look who's ready, he's deadly, steady, Teddy! To ensure the integrity of the game, please welcome our marshals to the stage. Miko, Chico, Dojin, and Joshua G. And our head referee is the Job Master, Sent. The head coaches are Coach Master of the Basics and Coach Aeon. MPL Super Fans, welcome to Week 5! Ito ang Epic Rivalry!
Holy moly, what an intro to the Epic Rivalry in our second half of the regular season. Let's go ahead and take us through Aurora here. Bring it up.
Gotta start with the home team. This time around, it's Aurora Gaming. And as we previously mentioned, and historically speaking, they might want to use or to somehow take advantage of Liquid and their slow starts whenever there is a new patch, because it is exactly the draft where they need to focus on against the Cavalry.
Sanford! I love your performance in the first half of the season, man. Everyone has been
raging.
He's raging. No matter who we put him on, this guy is showing up. And I like how him and Edward got a focus, because I think these two are actually going to be the determinant factor of whether or not specific sequence will be won by their team or not.
They threw some words at each other, man, you know, in a respectable, professional way, definitely. But I will say this. You have to keep your eyes on the XP lane.
Yeah, man, Sanford knows how to keep things professional for sure.
He's gotta, because looking at the stats between both teams, this is what it's gonna come down to. If there's a chance, I should say, if there's a chance for that payback to break the streak that Team Liquid's been on, well, now it's a chance for Aurora. They came off of a win last week. Now they get to go ahead with momentum and be the one to match against that momentum from Team Liquid. But before that, let's throw it over to our Smart 5G ping test before the matchup.
gagawin ko lang best ko ngayon. Message ko kay Letty, good luck sa amin. And sana yan, makachamba kami sa inyo. Patry lang ng paputol lang yung mistake. Gagayahin yung best namin. Mistake Slayer. Mas kaya ko na yun, ng post ng TLPH tsaka ng ano sa kanila? Right until the lights fade. Yun sa atin. Movie forward. Dupet, gagi. Sanford and Edward.
Kung sakali bang mawala. So, ulit talaga si Kuya. Woo! First time ulit namin first time makalaban si Doming, guys. Si Daiki kasi yung last time eh. Yung preparation to versus Doming, pinaktasan ko talaga yung laning. Kasi malakas sa laning si Doming. Masaya ulit guys kasi Star March ulit. Kalaban na ulit namin Aurora. Parang pinukusan ko yung laning ko kasi malakas sa laning si Doming Kate. Masabi ko, palag na. Palagan tayo guys. Guys, preparation ko na. Pag 1v1 ako kay Sanford sa laning guys. Aurora ang kalahok. First time ko sila makalaban. Aray ko! Warm up para kay Doming. Iko! Za!
And there you go. There you have it. Another little look there at Teddy. He's really settling in, I feel like, on the lineup here for Team Liquid with the 4 horsemen.
He is living up to the name of Teddy Keychain. He's just always smiling and so cute, but all right.
By the way, this is not big shout-outs. This is still big ups. Big ups to the Cavalry who joined the watch party at Sweet Tea by the Coffee Camp in Antipolo and also continue to support TLPH as they take on Twisted Minds tomorrow. So please, everybody, join the watch parties if you can. It's great to have you guys there. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly what ends up happening between this epic rivalry. It's probably, I don't know, I gotta say this is my favorite. I know we have plenty of rivalries. We got Epic Rivalry, Golden Rivalry. What's the other?
Clash of Titans. You
Titans.
prefer Epic Rivalry over Clash of Titans?
Right now, currently, for MPL Season 17, yes.
Cap.
There's no cap, brother.
Okay, I believe you.
I'd like to see the defending world champions like struggling, like story arc-wise. They're struggling. And then you got Team Liquid just doing what they've been doing. I mean, they're undefeated right now, and I think that's such a... It's my favorite matchup to watch.
On top of the fact that he is a Raider, a lot of his former favorites.
Ain't no cap here.
No cap.
So, no cap, we are now heading into the draft for game number 1 with RORA picking Rivers as the first map of the game. Phobius, so interesting. Is this RORA signaling that they are more than willing to just first pick Harith right out of the bathtub. Right out of the gate.
No, I agree. Right out of the bath.
Oh my God.
I have a feeling they might go that route because the buffs in the current patch, we previously discussed it as well, the Starlium Scythe, and even the focus on Harith just being a bit more flexible in terms of the roles as well, aside from...
You think jungle? You think it's gonna go jungle?
No, not that. I just think it's gonna be prioritized because Doming also in their previous matchup got a triple with the Harith that was not buffed yet.
Yeah, not just even a triple, a Maniac.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a Maniac.
And that's another piece of that puzzle and why they were able to do that and what we showed during the pre-match panel there was also just the effectiveness of having light on the Grok. So that might be something they're actually looking to build here. And you can see, that's why TLPH, they went with some of the bans that we're used to seeing against teams like RORA. They went and take out the Baksha. The Harley's not going to get picked up. So let's see if much has changed, at least priority-wise, for blue side over here.
Although the Marcel kind of makes me wonder too, though. Because I know that Light's more suited for like the Grok type of roamers, but at the same time, if it's a Marcel up against a Harith,
the shadows that
they'll take it anyway.
Yeah. TLPH showing that, okay, you got Aurora decided to ban Phobius blue side, and then now there's a trade. You are 100% going to rush Harith, and you rush Shuyo as well. Without the Harley now taken away by TLPH earlier, does this mean Demon Kite and company are going to be going into a lineup where it's centered around the tank fighter jungler? Are they still going to settle on the Leomord? Or is RORA cooking something different for the jungle pickup?
Yeah, because we don't necessarily see what the gold lane pick is going to be just yet. The Claude got really... I'd say maybe not really, but it was nerfed to an extent. So they go switch things up and go for the Granger.
Okay.
With the Leomord.
So Ranger was in an interesting position last week.
Yeah.
And maybe even the week before, like week 3. He wasn't picked much. I think at that time, maybe 4 times. Didn't get that many wins, struggled a bit, but now he's starting to come back into these picks for the gold laners.
Now I'm wondering if JP's gonna finally pick the Kalea. He's the only player, or only roamer this season who has yet to actually pick the Kalea. Surprising, I know. Usually it's banned out, but lately they've been leaning more towards the Gatatkachas, the Hyluses of the world, which is now a question. Will Aurora ban out those heroes? Because if not only Light can play the Grok, JP can play the Grok as well.
And you might not want to pick it up against the Valentina either.
Yeah.
Because you'll give a tech charge to Team Liquid as well. So it's been a great sequence so far for Liquid, also prioritizing the Valentina. Now, I think it's the EXP laners that we might look at.
You got the Arlo the Fove, Aurora respective the Uranus that Sanford showed up with, the Brave Smite Uranus. You still have the Alices and Clues of the world online. Lapu Lapu if they want to go for the damage in the set. Although he's somewhat fallen out of rotation a little bit, he's still definitely an option you can go for.
I could recall Edward on the Lapu playing it a bit more slower compared to the kind of gameplay we're used to seeing from Mr. Consistent. And that's apart from the fact that Sanji too, once he gets a hold of the Bravest Fighter, is very aggressive in his use of that.
Yeah.
So they might be willing to let that go.
Okay, well, let's see what they end up doing. We still got a couple bans to get through here. They're honing in on the XP lane, but there is going to be a Kalea ban. So the Kalea ban comes through. We aren't going to see that pop up. Now for this last choice of RORA, let's see what they end up targeting. They could go for probably go for a Roma as well. Hey, what's that picture out there, by the way?
That looks familiar. I've seen that before.
That's effort, by the way.
All right, with Kalea getting taken out, because there is a Suyo, I might be thinking Light would want to consider something like a Hilda, you know, those high invade types, difficult to catch.
Yeah.
Although lately Aurora's been very in love with the Khalid pick in the roam, so that might show up at one point. And with the Alice getting taken out, a lot of eyes on Sanford. It was actually Sanford's Alice that showed up in their first matchup earlier this season in the opening day of Season 17 that also delivered a lot of problems for Aurora. The Rizzler is back. The only biggest change about him is that
Mana,
his abilities don't cost any, but
which is
still, at the end of the day, to me, my NPC EXP laner.
He's your NPC?
He's just there. He's
there.
Not that he's bad, he's just there.
So how big of an effect do you think that has? Like, that he doesn't need mana now?
Well,
like, does that make him more of an NPC?
No, I guess there are less awkward moments wherein you kind of have to consider whether or not you're equipped to go in for a fight because of your mana. So you could just like stay a bit longer in the lane.
Which, I just gotta say, was so weird in the first place. Like, why does he require mana? He's a blacksmith. He's a smith. Let him just swing his mace.
Right.
You know. All right. Last picks there. The Hylos, Lapu Lapu. That's kind of. This is kind of what we expected, I would say, more so for RORA than anything. Not sure if TLPH still has something up their sleeve. They still need a roam. What is JP going to play?
I mean, he still has his typical Gatatkachas pickup. I don't know if they're going to be keen on picking something like the Hilda, so they're probably going to go for the fast rotation. Right, Marcel.
Yeah, but
why do I keep forgetting that you exist, man?
I mean, we did bring it up, but
that's true.
He had a little change as well, though. But before we talk about that, let us go ahead and let our super fans know. You guys can scan that QR code on your screen right now. Scan it, get a chance to win 1,000 MLBB diamonds. There's going to be another one later, so make sure you guys grab that chance. Look at the predictions, too. Wow, it's heavily favored for Team Liquid Philippines, 76%. That is, again, their win rate right now with the 4 Horsemen since Season 12. Coincidence? I don't know. But let's look here at the breakdown once more for both the teams before we head into this Epic Rivalry best of 3 for Game 1. That's heavily in favor as far as the index goes for RORA. What do you think? What do you guys think about this?
Well, I'll say this now. I feel like a lot of that number skewing towards RORA is the fact that their Lapu Lapu is their EXP laner, while they have an NPC in the Terizla. Again, I don't hate Terizla, guys. I use Terizla when I've run out of heroes in mind, and I just need someone solid to hold down the lane. And that's why they pick it. They just need someone who can hold lane. That Aurora probably will not look at to invade and force Aurora in other parts of the map. With this Marcel picked up, lots of questions though.
Okay, well, this isn't a question. This is the second player now to reach 600 games played in MPL Philippines history. Congratulations on the milestone, the GOAT, Carl Teasy.
Yeah. Something we have to note about this Marcel, the change to him with the last patch is now the shield that he's providing to his teammates. If there's a teammate with that shield, they are unaffected by Golden Hour.
Yeah.
I feel like that's massive, actually.
Wait, so the shield that he provides...
Yeah, to his team.
To his team.
Snap.
So
Yeah.
it's no more friendly fire, in a way.
Yeah, no. If
It's the ultimate.
Yeah, if his teammates have the shield that he gives,
Yeah.
then they don't get frozen in the Golden Hour.
Yeah, so I mean, because I always felt like that was a little friendly fire, man. You know, like getting trapped in your own Marcel, like your team Marcel Golden Hour. So, I mean, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, gotta just time it really well. I'm wondering if it's also the first time we actually get to see JP on this. Hold on though. Light poking Sanji really low. There's the response from JP, however, and he gets stopped in his trap. Sanford too catching up. There's the knock-up on Carl Teasy, but that's enough to get the job done. It's first blood for Liquid.
Yeah, that was just straight up rotation red. Sanji was there. It's a Suyo. It was very quick to get there. That early death should not have happened.
Yeah, very quick, and knowing that this is going to be a Suyo as well, you know that rotate's going to happen pretty quickly, so just kind of surprised there, but, you know, quick way to adjust from that. RORA just continues to put pressure in the mid and play into, most likely, this first turtle. Now that it's up, they have space control over that, so they should be able to secure this.
Oh, a lot of action happening down bottom as well, but we gotta take a look at what's happening in the turtle.
1v1.
But before anything else, Teddy, can he take out Domin? Forces out the flicker, but it's not enough to take him down. Demon Kite securing the turtle on the other hand. Light will beat the trade. That's the Phantom Steed stolen by Sanji, but it's a disengage.
We put a lot of focus in the little fight. We didn't get to see how Carl Teasy was brought down really low. He does have 2 kills to start things off, but Demon Kite gets the first turtle, which equalizes a little bit of the early wins that Team Liquid PH got. Man, I really have to commend Teddy, how he's taking this duel against... I cursed him! I cursed him! I'm sorry, Teddy!
Remo! What do we say about the caster curse?
It's just as you say it. Quick camera snap to Teddy dying.
Let me test it out. I am not going to win the lottery. Okay, it really didn't happen.
Okay, so that pickup, that kill, also going over to Domikite, obviously is going to help alleviate some of that lead that was already started up by TLPH. So ultimately, it's brought RORA in a comfortable position, at least, not, you know, slipping out of control right now for TLPH.
Yeah.
Heat check onto Teddy. Sit down, man. Chill out.
That's true. He does acknowledge the fact that Doming, or he said in the ping test, or mic check, that they really commend the Doming Kite's laning, and he got a taste of it.
Yeah. I mean, Teddy, he's a little bit behind, too. You can see he's like a level behind Domikite right now, so he's really going to want to be in control there. Oh, mid.
Demon Kite, you see the Phantom Steed, forcing out the fling from Sanji. Sanji stealing that same Phantom Steed as well, just to get out.
He wants a Ducati as well, man.
RORA, despite the early death onto the Light, they recovered really quickly. They have good control around the center. It also seems like Carl Teasy, after the initial salvo, is not having a hard time actually finding something. He'll be able to help cut in the EXP lane, get some experience just a little bit there, helping out Sanford. So now Sanford's going to rotate out of the map. RORA are doing a good job keeping things unpredictable for Liquid.
Yeah, for a rotation that does not really keep going for the invades or involving the EXP lane, because we haven't really seen Edward get out of his lane as much just yet.
Yeah.
This is probably the first time.
Speaking of first item prio, Edward already has the War Axe. Sanford already built that as well, but he has a leather jerkin, so just a little bit more tankiness for this Terizla.
Yeah, not to mention his passive as well will help him, so that's something they want to go ahead and keep note of. Turtle's still being fought for around the space while Carl gets his purple, but they're going to be forcing a fight anyway.
Yeah, Edward's looking for Carl, but he's getting bursted down. That's Teddy also joining in the fight, still alive though. That's going to be the last hit. Sanford takes the final blow, jumps in as well as Carl Teasy secures the turtle. Crimson Beacon out for Yue, but Team Liquid, they want to chase, but RORA are playing it safe.
Yeah, straight up pressure win, but JP now continues to add the pressure onto the orange side as Carl Teasy is also here. Both junglers use Retribution though, so they're just doing this for the delay as Liquid will be able to shatter the tower in mid. A big win for the Cavalry.
And here we go, big win for the GOAT. Second player to reach 10,000 minutes played in MPL Philippines history. He's just hitting milestones in this game already. Again, Carl Tizzi, the GOAT for a reason, one of the most decorated and long-standing legends here in the MPL Philippines. And, you know, he's been showing us in game 1, too. This is a more, I guess, steady in a way Suyo game that you're going to see. But they started out hot. They knew that RORA fought back. But, okay, JP.
Okay, gets stunned. Oh, Teddy shows up, though. Uses his Lamon Force even right under the turret. And he gets to find the kill on Dominkite.
Wow, Teddy, I think he wanted that one.
Oh, man, he wanted that smoke. And he got it. Crazy how after the start of Dominkite heat checking Teddy in lane, this is Team Liquid Philippines again understanding their power spike and the power, of course, with the Starlium side. With Crisis, the passive of that item now proccing every 1.5 seconds, meaning that you have quicker access to a little bit of passive of true damage with every basic attack after a skill.
Which built into a Harith is pretty deadly, and that's why we will be seeing a lot more Harith, I feel like, in the second half of the regular season than we did. You know, it did pop up in the first half, but maybe more so now. Mid lane, getting some focus here. They'll go ahead and check things out, but this Turtle's going to be up last one of the game here shortly. And positioning is really favoring Team Liquid. Not just that, but also itemization at this point. I mean, think how quickly they built themselves up, almost a 4,500 gold lead. This Turtle is for the taking for them. We'll see if RORA decides to fight it out.
Oh yeah, they do. Yue going in with the Crimson Beacon, and there's the Glorious Pathway as well, but Light is somehow already half HP. Stanford gets knocked up, not using the penalty zone just yet, but he doesn't have to. Light's already taken out. Demonkite secures the Turtle, and that might be all that they want, but Liquid are going for the chase! A flicker penalty zone to capture them, and that's 3 members down for Aurora.
Carl Tizzi tried to chase down Demonkite under the tower, but Carl couldn't finish him off. Trigger discipline onto Sanford to save that penalty zone flicker for the chase. He was brought down low very early into the fight, but he held on. Body of Smith, the power of this Terizla. Again, guys, I'm not a Terizla hater, y'all. I'm just saying, it takes a while, but once it's there, it's great.
It's one of those things where, you know, a penalty zone can change the course of a team fight, or you can just catch people trying to get away and disengage. And that's how it was used in the previous fight by Sanford. So just a great usage of that flicker combo.
I think at one point, Carl Tizzi actually hit level 12 before Demonkite hit level 9 during that fight. So he was 3 levels up to DK, while RORA decided to just go for the fight in the heroes because they know, despite the lead that Liquid has, they still had the damage to deal with it. They just couldn't finish off the really tanky Terizla that was in front of them. By the way, heading into week number 5, Carl Tizzi is statistically the best objective getter in terms of Turtles and Lords so far this season, with over 55 total Turtles and Lords combined secured.
Who's the next closest to him?
The next closest to him is actually Kyle Notizzi.
Kyle Notizzi. And what is he at, like 50? He's got to be close, right?
Actually below 50. He's at upper 40s.
Upper 40s. Okay, so that's just how far right now Carl Tizzi is in terms of securing objectives throughout Team Liquid's reign in the first half of the season.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's just 2. My math was wrong.
That's okay.
So it's like 56 Carl, 54 Kyle.
I see.
So it's only 2 difference.
Yeah, it's only 2 difference.
Yeah, but it's literally the reason why you should not allow him to get close. I understand why Aurora are so desperate to not let him within retribution range.
Yeah.
And I believe since Turtle 1, that's what they've been trying to do, but there's just no stopping Liquid once they're already together. Who's got that?
Carl, I believe. Yeah, it's not onto Demonkite.
Yeah, and that's perfect timing for this Lord to be up here. Demonkite does still have the retribution, and so does Carl, so could come down to that, but he is gapped by 3 levels right now. A beacon already forced out too. This is not looking good for RORA to approach. They might just go and try to pull her.
Now the penalty zone starts everything. Oh, but the knockback as well. 3 members immediately pulverized by Team Liquid. Yue and Dominkite are the only ones left, and there's nothing they can do. It's a free Lord.
And I'm so surprised RORA decided to even be in the vicinity against TLPH in that fight.
Yeah, after they got that beetle, I thought that they just back off and give off a free Lord. You're not going to be able to bait Team Liquid Philippines into making a mistake. You baited Team Liquid Philippines into a very easy setup for the...
the chase! Carl! Monster kill for the GOAT!
That was brutal. That was brutal.
And the flex on top of it, man. Carl Tizzi is in a different zone right now. I swear in game 1, he's been all over.
Man needs money for the wedding.
Wait, that might actually be true though. Okay. Well, still the holy shields? Nah, no more.
I think they've managed to get quite a bit around the world right now. Now they're going to focus on the base of RORA. It's not looking too good. 10,000, almost 11,000 up against Aurora. This is looking grim. They might look to even potentially close it out here off this first Lord push.
Yeah, they've only gotten 1 kill so far in this entire game, and it's a 12K gold lead in the hands of Liquid. The stun on Light, not even the tankiest member could deal with that damage. Liquid looking for an opening. That's the Zaman Force already used by Teddy, forcing out the flick from Edward in the golden R! Catching them behind the turret, but they do not want to end the game just yet. They want to go for the cleanup. Demon Kite falling next, and that's going to be game for Liquid.
11-11, make a wish. If your wish was for Team Liquid to stampede in RORA on game 1, well, you got it. What a performance. Aurora looked gone. Liquid looked locked in.
I don't know, there's something different in the air here. I don't know if it's for the XP laner of Team Liquid or just what's going on. The whole team just seems different.
I mean, the EXP laner of Liquid. Say his names, Naisu.
Which names?
All of them.
Apex Predator, Sanford. How about CC Immune, Raging Sanford? What else is there?
King Bob, Venuya, Doll.
King Bob. Man, we're gonna have to give him some more names, I think, at this point.
Does he
the
still
NPC.
need more? Wait, that wasn't
Charisma.
very NPC of him though.
Exactly, that's the point. The Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. Because, you know what? This is just... There isn't much to break down here aside from the fact that RORA got stomped in game 1. You know, I hate to say it, but they did crawl back from a pretty rough start.
Yeah.
And then it was just one team fight that changed it all and swung everything back in favor, and Team Liquid went off with their Liquid Stampede we're used to seeing.
Wait. So, yeah, all team fights were won by Liquid. The only kill was a solo kill.
Yeah, which...
In the lane.
In the lane, that was it. That's why I'm saying it's hard to break that down other than that, yeah, RORA got demolished.
Yeah. Clearly, we're watching a team that really just understands their rivals right now.
Okay, now he's leading in game MVPs.
Yeah, Carl Tease was everywhere in this game. Of course, he started it off getting that double, or was that a triple? That was a double, right?
That was a double.
Yeah, double.
Started off with a double kill, continued that. He survived that dive from Edward in Turtle number 2.
Yep.
And since he survived it, he was able to dash back in, win the Retribution battle. He didn't even have a clear advantage. He just went in, Retri, thank you Demon Kite, went out, and then Liquid would be able to win it there. Then after that, they continued their sequence of being able to just go into the bottom lane after that, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is a 2v2 under the tower to take down Demon Kite, and the rest is history. Liquid just went on the stomp. Oh, it was this one, exactly this one.
Yeah. And it was just, I don't know, it was one of those things where I feel like even Teddy wasn't steady in this game, guys. Like, I feel like this was just Teddy.
Yeah.
There's no steady Teddy here. Look at him. Like, he knew. This is why I'm saying he's really settled into this lineup, the 4 horsemen, like we talked about coming into this game. He's making decisions his own in the lane, and then later on, helping with the rotation from TLPH. So it's great to see that development. That was a great penalty zone from Sanford, plus all his names. And, you know, it just worked out great for the team composition they brought to this. There's another one. Really good slow motion, by the way. Great job, production.
Yeah, it was a moment we thought Aurora would no longer decide to fight.
Yep.
But for some reason, they still do. It kind of makes me wonder, like, what could have been the idea behind it? It was already approaching a double-digit gold lead.
Yeah.
In the hands of Liquid, and even at this moment, you just knew it was something you could barely recover from.
Yeah, this was Liquid's payback, man. Of course, we pointed out.
0-8.
Yeah, for the 0-8 performance that they delivered on the Carl Teasy's Hayabusa in game number 2 from the first round of their matchup earlier this season during day number 1. This was nasty. Wow. That's the analysis. Back to you.
Yeah, back to you. If you missed the game, this is what you can see from it. There's 11-10, almost an 11-11, as mentioned. And I don't know, maybe it was one of those things where RORA was also just like, yeah, let's go next. Like, this is, like, it got to a point where they also just realized, like, this is so difficult, we might as well just see if we can pull something off, and they just couldn't, because you're not going to be able to do that against a team like Team Liquid.
It's so sad to see that 0-6 stat line for Light. I think that first blood really meant a lot for Aurora, because we kept discussing how their wins are usually wins where they're just up ahead by so much, where they just get the early control, which I think they really tried to do. But I think that's where the first surprise really came in. There was a much faster response and rotation coming out from the Terizla rather than the Lapu-Lapu in that first sequence, which also kind of helped them a bit in terms of getting that first blood.
Also, RORA, it's a Suyo. Well, did you guys not expect that the Suyo would just show up out of nowhere? I know RORA has her set like a rotations ideas in the early game, and that has delivered results in the past. Again, it delivered a world championship, sure, but I'm not the biggest fan of how they started off this one. And then I think like we said, Turtle 2, and then the rotations after that. If RORA are taken out of that comfort zone, it's hard for them to find a way to get back.
That's why I think they have to adapt. But you guys can also adapt with us. You can level up in gaming and in life. The Infinix Note 60 Pro is here. It's a Snapdragon-powered beast with a flagship feel that's shattering every benchmark in its priced segment.
And it's more than just its specs. This is the ultimate outdoor cinema device with a 6.78-inch 144Hz AMOLED display. Plus, you get to have fun with the Active Matrix display. How's that for a mobile device?
Stronger performance, more premium feel, and more fun, like Naisu. This is the Note 60 Pro. You do note. Wait, what? You do note.
You do note.
You do note. That's a play on you do note.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Big ups.
Yeah, big ups. And to dominate the land of Dawn, you need a connection that never lets you guys down. From scouting rotations to tracking the pros, stay online and in that zone.
Power up with Smart Power All 99. Get 10 gigabytes of data for MLBB and your favorite apps, plus unlimited FB, calls, and texts. Share every GG moment with Smart, the simply reliable partner of the MPL.
There you go. This is, by the way,
very nice.
That's it.
This is very nice. I got to check this out, and I got to check that Smart Power All 99 out, because imagine you put those two together.
Oh.
Boom.
You're dominating. You're dominating. You're never going to lose. You're always just going to win.
You're going to win all the time. That's what I like to see, because also our audience is packed here like every single day, as you guys can see on the cameras out there. What better Smart Power pose to do than the GOAT right here?
Point at the camera. Point at the camera.
Point at the camera. Just, lock it in. Get a chance to go ahead and win. There's plenty of people out there.
Damn.
This is
Wait, I did not hear anything, okay? You did not hear anything, okay?
Yeah, that's not the right pose.
Okay.
There, that's close.
Okay, that's close, that's close.
That's close right there.
Are you the winner?
All right, who else we got? They've got the jacket.
Shout out to Shy. Shout out to Shy. She's here again.
She's here again, huh?
Oh, it's a face-off.
Oh, it's a face-off. Oh, congratulations.
You won already. You're good. Oh, she's still posing.
Yeah. She still got it. Okay. Also, you saw it in the opening scene, guys. We've got a whole bunch of clear men legends, but super fans that men are 5 times more prone to dandruff. Don't let flakes ruin that focus.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, look at the clear man is right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got a solid head of hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him, Brigitte, you can power up.
You can power up. You can power up with Clear Men, sir. Its triple cooling power gives you 100% dandruff-free hair for that ultimate fresh feeling. So please supercharge with Clear. Why did I say please?
Because you want them to supercharge.
Okay. It's the most respectful ad read I've ever heard. Please supercharge with Clear.
There we go. Okay. Congratulations to our Smart Power Pros winner and also the Clear Men winner there. Yeah, it's so interesting now. We got, was it 5? It was 5 guys, the legends. The Clear Legends. Yeah.
Clear head, no. Clear
just Clear
men.
Legend.
Yeah,
just
Clear
I hosted the press con earlier. So
Oh, you did?
Yeah, dude, they got like customized Clear MPL jackets.
Oh, yeah.
A whole duffel bag of stuff I did not see, but it looked heavy. And then even more clear.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and make this one clear. Let's go ahead and look. This is the debate online about who's the GOAT XP laner. We've got Sanford, Edward, Flap. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, you mean read the
No, who's
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
GOAT?
read the caption. So they say Sanford's silent but deadly.
Okay.
Edward's crazy in terms of consistency.
Okay.
Flap is, no, it's crazy.
Continue.
Okay.
Flap's aggressive. Like, Flap is just aggressive. Flap is aggressive.
He's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's aggressive.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
It's
Halimao is monster.
Monstrous.
He's a monster.
He's a monster at consistency? Is that right?
He has crazy. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's
in terms of consistency.
He's monstrously consistent.
He's monstrously consistent.
Okay.
Is that the most accurate one? Yeah.
How would you guys react to this?
Oh man, I think I'd definitely have to go with. I'd go with Sanford. I'd go with the heart.
Okay, so the heart react.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Redmar?
Because of lately performances and results, yeah, I might have to go for Sanford. I'm also gonna heart that.
All right, Brigida, how about you?
Yeah, we might have to be on the same page for this one.
Unanimous?
Unanimous.
So you would heart it as well?
I would also have to heart, based on what we are seeing, especially in Season 17.
Yeah,
So,
that's really what we're focused on.
hello?
Season 17, the GOAT of the XP lane.
Yeah, you guys can also comment down your own votes for this one. It's a long-running conversation.
Do we have a GOAT discussion now for every role, or is it no? Like, I know at one point there was...
It's different for the gold.
Yeah. I feel like that pops up almost every season, no? All right, well, we're going to Flying Clouds, by the way, for map 2. This makes me a little worried for Aurora if they end up getting down as fast as they did, but we'll see. Flying Clouds does kind of help defensively to keep himself in the game.
Was it last season where Aurora and Flying Clouds did not have a
good time.
good relationship with each other?
There was a couple teams actually
Oh,
that didn't have a good relationship with Flying
Flying
Clouds.
Clouds, but it's
Yeah.
Liquid's choice for this time,
Yeah.
so they want this. Okay.
I'm trying to look for we have very specific numbers about like win rates and draft rates in specific maps.
For Flying Clouds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for them right now. Sorry, it's taking a while.
Yeah, there's definitely certain teams that like to go with, certain heroes on the Flying Clouds map, but what we typically really see with most of them is the strategy behind it is like, you can always like if you die, it's not as detrimental just because of the way the Flying Clouds work. Like you can get back to the action, especially when we focus around the objectives.
Yeah.
And that could help Aurora get to a game 3.
So 2 heroes that okay, let's name 4 heroes. 4 heroes that get banned frequently during Flying Clouds are Baksha, Freya, and based on the numbers, it looks like Fanny and Suyo and Fanny. So maybe we can watch out for those in terms of the heroes that are going to get banned out in the specific map. While the most picked, interestingly enough, are actually Claude, Eve, and Harley. Which makes sense for Claude and Harley with how fast that they can move around the map. Add Flying Clouds to that, they put a lot of pressure in the map.
Yeah, and Aurora actually has a very low win rate when it comes to Flying Clouds because they're 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And they're like at 25%.
Oh, but yeah, 4 matches. That's 1 in 4.
That's only 4 matches.
Not that bad.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's been perfect for Liquid though. They're 7-0.
In Flying Clouds. So this is them saying we're ending it now.
And we're going to 8-0. That's what they're saying. I mean, yeah, there it is. 7-0 on Flying Clouds.
Yeah, there it is.
This is not looking, I mean, not the best map for Aurora, but let's see what they do. We are going to see what TLPH decides to prioritize on the blue side this time around. I'm not sure if the bans are going to change too much. You can see this time around, they will actually ban out a Guinevere, though. TLPH still sticking with the Baksha.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium.
All right, we've got an Eve and a Jushin, so some mid lane focus here too from Aurora.
Yeah, 3 of the heroes that we mentioned as the top banned earlier get banned right in the first phase. Which, okay, with Team Liquid Philippines taking out 2 heroes with strong dive or really don't care about any formation, it would make sense if Liquid, if it was open, they would rush to pick the Eve, maybe even over a Jushin.
Yep.
So RORA decides to ban it here. Oh wait, no, Jushin was banned out. So the Eve would have been a really great first pick here for Team Liquid. Question now is TLPH still gonna first pick the Claude, or has the re-addition of mana for Claude actually changed the priorities for the hero?
My gut feeling says maybe not.
Maybe not. Claude has been somewhat
maybe the Claude
not killed, but
I know it's a Teddy. I know it's a Teddy signature.
Yeah.
But based on what we saw even in the Harith, it doesn't hold him back in any way. He's played it maybe even a bit too aggressively earlier against Dominkite. But that's the thing. I think the gold lane is the lane we are yet to fully grasp because of just how many marksmen have been adjusted. Oh my goodness, Ray! How?
It's a Freya.
It's a Freya.
It's a Freya, which
I am not the
is
only one
a
bound by
throwback
these
to last
chains.
week. Right?
We don't know where it's going.
Or we're going to assume where it's going.
Okay. we
Go
can-
XP.
Okay, okay. It's a Phoveus in the matchup though. So.
Yeah. I mean, last week we saw him, he was raging, right? So we'll see if it ends up being XP lane at this time. Valentina and Phoveus are great picks, though, I'd say, for RORA. You actually get to go ahead and match up well, but yes, Freya could potentially be flexed, but right away the Hylos comes through, and there you go, the YSS is actually going to be locked in. Now this leaves you wondering, is this the flex? Is the YSS going to be flexed?
Are these still considered as flex? Or are those their roles already?
Part of me would like to think that this is actually more of a Eddie pickup, but you never
Yeah.
really know with Team Liquid. But then they do have a Freya in the EXP lane that means they don't need to wait that long for a power spike.
Yeah.
Unless this is the Teddy gold lane pick and then the jungle YSS. But jungle YSS was meta and 2 metas ago. Did the patch really shift it so that YSS is
back
good
to
in the jungle?
Well,
Because he fell out of the jungle. He became a gold laner.
Oh, probably Aurora even does. Probably even Aurora doesn't think that it will go jungle because they're picking up the carry.
Yeah.
So there might be a feeling that it's gonna be utility or tank in the jungle, but maybe not even because the Suyo still.
Why do we have the close up here?
That is an even bigger picture than earlier.
I wasn't.
Did they actually print that out themselves?
People put in the effort to print that on expensive photo paper.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that is expensive, Brigida.
Those are the things I would.
Whoever printed it out.
Good job.
All right, give me a second.
It's over there. It's over there. It's that guy.
Yeah, sorry, we had to look for. Oh, there.
There it is.
Yeah. All right, RORA. Wow, they took out the low Yi, thinking that Liquid would be going for an old favorite, putting it in the hands of Sanji to open up the map. As Aurora drafted a team fighting cup.
What is she saying
She's always like that. We don't ask why.
That's Shira, right?
That's Shira.
Yeah.
Gotta watch her live stream so you get to understand.
Yeah. All right. Last ban here for TL. We've got, I guess one of the biggest questions is what's Sanji gonna play too?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of mid lane bans here.
Yeah, but I mean, Farsa's still there, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just be a Farsa.
Oh, they even took out the Harith.
Yeah.
Oh, no, excuse me, the Kalea. The Kalea, sorry.
They don't like it.
Yeah. No good. Rock's still open, though.
Even Baksha.
Okay, I actually like this Kaja ban, as we've seen. I think it was...
why?
Even Falcons against RORA, they decided to bring out the Kaja to counter the entry of the Freya. And I think this is already them signaling that this most likely will be going to the EXP lane.
Yep.
Because that means that they're putting a big importance onto their Freya being comfortable.
Yeah, big ups.
Big ups.
Big ups. I guess that's what you say for comfort, huh?
Yeah, are they going to try to grok it again or just go Gatot so that you have the longer taunt?
What did he say about Grok last time again?
Rock
with Grok.
Yeah, that was the three of us. You gotta rock with Grok.
Yeah, rock with Grok, or what's the other option?
They're not gonna rock with Grok.
They're rocking with Cho.
Yeah, he's gonna show his Cho.
We'll rock with that. We're gonna rock with that, man. Show the Cho.
Okay. Liquid.
There's gotta be something else.
Yeah, there's something better. Go with Cho.
Go with Cho.
That's better. I think they can still go Farsa here, honestly. Or, oh wait, no, Lilia would actually be really annoying for a carry and even the Valentina.
Especially with the Hylos.
Yeah.
Same. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the drums right next to us, but every single time it jump scares the desk here.
Okay.
Last picks there that we expect for the Farsa. Last pick for this is going to be the Uranus.
Ah, it's not.
So is this Uranus jungle or is this YSS jungle?
Or is it? Nah.
Well, let's see. Okay, Sanford, it might be actually be going to Uranus XP. The Harley still comes in for Demon Kite. Where's the shift gonna be?
It is gonna be Carl.
Yeah. What? YSS against the Harley. They knew the Harley was open, and then they gold laned the Freya.
2 metas ago.
Has Teddy played the Freya yet? I remember asking this the last time that we saw the Freya picked up. It went in the hands of Sanford. But now I'm wondering if we've actually seen Teddy play the Freya.
No, he has not.
He hasn't. It's all been marksman, right? Like traditional marksman, especially the Claude mostly. But so this is adaptability for TLPH. Now for RORA, on the other hand, I think this is also a much better lineup to go against this than what they had in game 1.
Very single target focus though, beyond, I mean, the Fovis and Valentina. And we know the Jeet Kundo can affect an area as well.
I think they're just playing fast, man. Going for picks.
I can imagine the Flicker Dark Waves and the Jeet Kundos.
Yeah, go with Cho. Let's see. Let's see. You guys let us know in the chat below if this is going to be a sweep for TLPH and they go 8-0, or are we going to see a game 3 upon us to open up week 5 here? Let's jump into the land of Dawn. It's game 2 between Team Liquid of Philippines and Aurora Gaming here, our epic rivalry.
Okay, so one thing I'm going to be looking at is if harkening back to their matchup against ONIC Philippines last week, will it get to the point where somewhere in the mid-game, Rora's lineup will just have a difficulty taking down this Uranus. Now, there is a Harley for the side of Aurora, so that might be the thing. Carl TZ now packing the Marksman emblem talent.
What's new about the Marksman emblem?
Adaptive penetration. Now has adaptive penetration.
It's doubled.
Doubled from 5 to 10%.
So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching for the past 4 weeks, it's not just going to be MP the King playing him.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to see it more.
Okay.
Oh, also, checking out the lower thirds. Don't forget, MRS Season 15 semifinals, grand finals are coming. It starts tomorrow. I'll be there.
So
Check it out.
It wasn't Mrs.
Yes, it's not Mrs. It's Magic Chess Rising.
Who read it as Mrs.?
Bring it on.
No, I was not.
Dude, what?
Mrs. Season 5. Come check it out.
Okay.
I'll let them know. I'll give them the feedback, Rita. Good note there.
No. Okay, going back to the game though, at least Aurora is being more careful now. They're playing it aggressive, but not in a sense that they're making mistakes.
Yeah, they were poking down JP earlier. Carl is able to hit level 4 without an issue. So it's the High Loss and the Far Side just playing bodyguard for their side of the jungle. Now with Demon Kai level 4, Sanji and JP play a little bit back, and JP will be sticking close to this Far Side a lot because it's his quick momentary stun that could mess up Demon Kai's entry trying to pick off somebody.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how this matchup is too, with Teddy on the Freya here against a carry.
I mean, before that used to be the thing. If there's going to be a Freya on the other side, you have to get the carry. It's one of the best in terms of dealing with the Freya in lane.
Yeah. Got a slight north though. Okay, but Aurora are in control of the turtle, at least for now. US stealing away the Mountain Shocker, gets to stun Carl TZ before he gets close, and that's the flicker from Edward to not let him get close. Edward might get traded out here though, still gets to use the Infernal Pursuit, and Liquid are not going to find any kill. JP might just be the only casualty here, but even he gets to walk away.
Wow, very interesting. No one died there, but yeah, Turtle going to the hands of Aurora.
Yeah, Sanji couldn't hit level 4 and could not join that fight.
Oh, Light!
Ooh!
No one was there to protect him. That's first blood for Aurora.
He showed his Cho.
Showed his Cho.
He got him.
Yeah.
Right as level 4 and the flicker were
As I was saying earlier, Sanji was blocked off by Light, and Sanji, I think he decided to just stick around, see if he could get a bit more minions or focus on the Yue, and he paid for it.
Oh.
Deadly Magic.
JP not looking good here. That's another kill over to Aurora. Demon Kite might not want to go for the kill. Carl TZ. Okay, 2-0 for Aurora.
Much better start for Aurora. This is exactly what the lineup needs to be able to do, and they're executing it on point. Even so, like you just saw, utilizing the light here to go ahead and stop people from getting away once the Deadly Magic used to allow yourself to get some more damage off on those targets with Deadly Magic actually works really great for pick-off potential. So we'll have to keep an eye on Light to see where he goes, and this is much different of a game for him himself than the 0-6 we saw in game 1 for him in with the Hylos.
Yeah, now the problem for Liquid is with how well Light and Yue are controlling JP and Sanji's rotations, Teddy is not getting enough help, and he is clearly struggling up against Dominkite's carry.
Yeah.
And because of frequently JP and Sanji not being able to see Light or Yue, they're playing a lot of, spending a lot of time in the bushes, then Teddy has to play back, meaning that there's a chance that he gets frozen out by Dominkite in terms of the gold cards.
Yeah, because I think Light has more room to just leave Yue in mid rather than JP can leave Sanji in mid, because the one time he did, it was a kill. It was a pick-off by Aurora, and that was right after the turtle, or a few seconds after the turtle, which we are about to see right now. Yuma with the pokes.
Oh, Light jumping on in, half health.
Light gets stunned, and that's going to be first kill for Team Liquid Philippines. Teddy Valkyrie descent, joining in as well, together with the Thunder Airstrike, zoning out Demon Kite, but who gets the turtle? It's going to be Sanford, and another kill over to Liquid. It's Edward, and a flicker again, forcing out that flicker from UA as well.
Sanford miraculously getting that last hit on the turtle. If I was RORA, I would be so annoyed.
Yeah.
Carl DZ, Demon Kite, both of their red trees too early, and it was the Ionic Edge. What the heck? But before that, let's put a little bit focus on the Carl TZ here. He was able to traceless out. By the time he saw that the Light was getting ready to enter in, was able to dish out the boat toss with the Mountain Shocker to get a bit more of a stun onto the Cho, punishing Light's attempt at the initiation.
Yep.
Then that led to Team Liquid Philippines having getting to buy a little bit more time with Teddy to be able to entry, forcing RORA a bit back, and somehow Team Liquid getting the turtle.
It's actually really interesting because before that turtle broke out, I think Sanford completed the Radiant Armor, and then it just seems like that changed so much of what he was actually able to go ahead and tank up against RORA here. So, you know, they built up a little bit of a lead earlier on. Well, now that's pretty much dissipated. The glowing wand is picked up by Sanji, so a lot of these first items being picked up. There's Light.
Oh, doesn't have anyone with him though, but it's enough to not let Sanji join this fight happening down bottom. JP will get picked off here, but Teddy gets to walk to safety.
Yeah, it's a zone out. Sanji couldn't join and help in the bottom lane, and JP pays for it. Teddy loses his tower and is forced to go back, while Carl TZ will single-handedly push the one up top. No kick for Light, as he did use it onto Sanjay, so Sanford knows it.
Yep, okay, so they're trading across the map. They won't let that go, but that was a great zoning by Light. Now, leading into this, look how much gold the Domin Kite has farmed up, and this is what Renmar was mentioning in the lane against Teddy's Freya. Domin Kite pretty much had free reign. He's now pretty much online, I would say, nearly to the second item. And then he's going to start to be a threat. Yes, he still needs that Trinity usually for the carries, but this is where we start to see the carry come into play. This is why they're all on this top side towards this turtle. Last one of the game. Fighting for space here. Let's see what ultimate UA is able to get, but Light's going to hunt down Sanji.
Oh.
Half health on the turtle.
Not using the Purify just yet though, but Edward already going in with the Infernal Pursues. Retribution won by Carl TZ, but Sanji gets picked off. Light too tanky, but he's finally taken down. Edward too, the only man left on the other side of the map as JP and Sanford go in for the zone. Sanford tanking in so much damage, but that's going to be 1 for 2.
Wow, great zone out by Sanford on that Uranus, stopping the response by RORA. And Carl TZ, yeah, YSS still good in the jungle.
Oh, they're still going for it. UA gets taken out by Teddy, plus a turret for Liquid.
Wow, that was layered so well to go ahead and get that turret. Flying Clouds once again to bring Light to this fight, but right now it looks like Team Liquid, oh no, they could be in trouble.
Oh, great initiation from Aurora here, coupled with the Way of the Dragon. Sanford gets taken down, and that's a disengage. Oh my goodness, Demon Kite finds Sanji too!
Okay, just as Team Liquid Philippines get big wins, it's Aurora clapping back. Liquid overstaying. Well, Sanji didn't overstay, he just got caught out there by Demon Kite. But Sanford and Teddy, what were you guys doing in the mid?
Yeah,
Why was that happening?
That's why I was really interested after that Tier 1 turret, why they decided to go ahead and stay there. So Sanji is just having a really difficult time on the Farsa. But again, remember, a lot of the bans were towards Sanji to be able to pick up. This Farsa is still one of his better options to go ahead and take. Purify will be back up here shortly. Carl TZ.
Okay, there was Sanford on the other side. Okay, the flicker for Demon Kite cannot escape this.
You can't escape Sanford. They might have to re-engage here.
Whoa. That's an L-shaped, glorious pathway, both from Aurora and Team Liquid, but they're going for the chase. Aurora do not want to fight, though.
That was just great teamwork by Sanford and Carl. Good read. And then they now continue with the orange buff. Gets last hit by Carl.
Whoa.
Yeah, he grabbed that. So we're seeing a YSS in the jungle work once again, but it's in the hands of the GOAT. So we'll see if we see it more from our other teams here in MPL Philippines. But TLPH set themselves up for a little bit of an advantage to lead into this Lord now that it's up. But let's look at RORA, what they're potentially able to do here. There is good damage coming through from Domin Kite and UA, especially, again, whatever UA decides to take for an ultimate. Most of the time it's been the Feathered Airstrike. It pairs really well with the game plan here from RORA. So TL still has to really respect what RORA can throw at them. They are going to go ahead and start this Lord up while RORA gets in position. We got to keep an eye on Demon Kite as well. But Light has been the guy forcing himself to have this start happen here. So half health now, Lord being held by Sanford. We'll see if RORA just goes for a pick. They could potentially just go for a numbers advantage.
Oh, Mountain Shocker already used alongside the Glorious Pathway. US still not finding an ultimate to steal, but Teddy finds the last hit on the objective. Sanford once again with the zoning, and Edward trying to do the same, but this time Edward, he cannot handle the damage coming in from Liquid.
I'm trying to wait and see the retributions. Demon Kite used his, so I know the core items have been achieved. But okay, let's just assume Carl got, okay, he did get to use his retri. They're both at the same time. It just happened again.
Ooh.
That somehow it was the non-junglers that got the last hit onto the major objectives. And it hurts even more now for RORA because that was the Lord and they lost bodies. This is going to be a lot of map coverage for Liquid. So they make a call to force Light and Dominic to hold onto that tower as much as possible.
Oh, they're actually going to go ahead and take quite a bit down here of real estate on RORA's side of the map. Tier 2 turret up top falls. The Lord is making its way. Tier 2 in the mid is going to be the next to fall down as they lost the bottom as well. So they hold on to the base turrets. They're just going for the shields. That might be all TL gets unless they start something else. But it looks like it's going to be cleared out. Oh, Dominic Kite's damage is there. So they'll keep Team Liquid from taking down a base turret for now, but all the holy defense of the shields go down.
So unfortunate to be in the spot of RORA right now. Much better compared to game number 1. More competitive and exciting game number 2. But 2 times, somehow it was the side laners of Liquid that got the last hit onto the major objective. It's honestly like a feels bad man moment for them.
Yeah, it's something that you just don't expect to happen, but it did. And now RORA facing down a base defense here. Mid turret looks to go down as TL will take it. And do they disengage? I don't think they want to put any more pressure on the base of RORA here.
It was a great feathered airstrike from Yue, but it was not enough to really push Liquid out of that. They really wanted to take down that mid-base turret. Though we did get to see how slowly Dominic Kite was also getting that damage. We take a look at his items right now. He's already completed the Trinity, but he's still trailing behind Teddy in terms of damage.
Yeah. Oh no, Glorious Pathway dropped down again just to fight for this orange buff, and it is going to be taken from Demon Kite. I don't know how many buffs Demon Kite has had taken from him at this point, man. TLPH just knows how to go ahead and keep constant pressure on resources.
Yeah, I actually know how much.
How many?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. That's about as pinpoint as I was looking for, man.
I got you.
All right, gold distribution as well. Look at this between the XP laners. Not too much, but look at I mean, I guess the effect that Sanford has been able to have, other than just getting a Lord too. It's just him being more of the front line, the bulwark that he has to be for this lineup for Team Liquid. Edward can do the same on a Phobius, but whoa, it's just Lord. It's pretty difficult, man. And Yue, I feel like himself has been having a really tough time just trying to get into position, getting the ultimates that he's wanted.
Yep. RORA trying to contest this will be desperate, but let's see.
Oh no, YT's got to get out of there.
They probably could not go for this anymore. Look at that. Even just the Glorious Pathway already denied them of an entry.
Slows them down enough, you know? It's just, I would say that was almost better that they didn't actually push through with that, because that's what we were saying in the previous game. So I think RORA is better off going ahead and just defending the base, keeping it together. We'll see. They should be able to clear things out, I would say. And I don't know if this is one of those things that will be solved with Dominic Kite once he picks up another item or two. Maybe even the Malefic Gun we usually see with the carries. But I just feel like he can't get into the range he's looking for these fights. And you know, they're just not able to collapse. If Light's able to get a kickoff here, maybe it helps them stay in this game. We'll see. Lord's makes his way to the base.
Oh my goodness, Yue already very low. Light trying to look for a kick. He does fight Carl though, but not in the angle that you want. And now he gets punished. Lord within the base. Liquid have already access, and they are not going to prolong this anymore. It's a sweep by the Cavalry in their rematch against Aurora.
Undefeated. That's why they call them undisputed. They're racking up another season, 8-0 to start off season 17. Cavalry are relentless.
It's going to be a tough tough time to face off against a team like this. Team Liquid Philippines just showing us how good they are across the board. Even when they put heroes in the hands of players that you're not used to seeing them picked up, it still ends up working out. And again, 4 horsemen are there for a reason. We spoke about the stats leading into the matchup, and you can see exactly why you can always count on this squad. And now with Teddy into that place, he's been playing with them for weeks now, seems to fit right in. And I don't know what it's going to take, honestly, for one of the teams here to take the streak that Team Liquid has developed already over 5 weeks now. 8-0 is just insane.
Another slightly rough start for Aurora. Can't believe they ended the first half with that record, but there's a lot to recover from if you're part of the Northern Lights based on this series. But Liquid, I thought we were talking about them having to need a bit more time adjusting to the new patch. But I feel like in this series up against Aurora, they were clearly the one who understood the new patch a lot more.
And clearly they're the ones who understood their opponent significantly more. Although, yes, we have to say that Liquid also in some ways got lucky, Aurora got unlucky, only because of those 2 objectives. I'm not saying that this was a lot of luck by Liquid. It was like 95%.
Yeah.
You know what? 99.95%.
So then that
Liquid being better.
Yeah.
That little 0.5% was just that the Lord somehow going to side lanes.
Just a phenomenal showcase of how dominant they are. Let's throw it on stage here for our winning interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Cavalry remains unbeaten! Grabe yun, Thea. 8 wins in a row. What can I say? Raging here with pride. Sanford, you guys once more beat our defending champions, world champions. 8 wins in a row, sunod-sunod yan. If anything, no, paano nyo nasusustain yung ganitong kagandang chemistry ng team?
Siguro every match po is nire-respect namin yung strength nila and kung saan sila malakas. And ayun, respect pa rin sa World Champs kaya pinagadaan namin sila ng lubusan.
Kwento mo naman, no, this is our week 5 already kasi simula lang ng round 2. At least for this, meron bang naging iba para sa preparations nyo?
Same lang po, yung mga coaches nagpe-prepare po talaga sila overnight. Kaya ang dali po maglaro, talagang pipindot ka na lang.
Pipindot ka na lang. But if anything, Sanford, meron tayong ongoing debate right now. Sino nga ba ang GOAT when it comes to the XP lane? And you are in XP lane, one of the best, if anything, at least with this win na pinakita nyo. What does this say about you?
Feel ko itong win ko, di pa siya counted. And feel ko deserve din naman Edward na matawag na GOAT XP. So kung pwede kami dalawa, bakit hindi?
Yes, Thea. Look at them, diba? Lahat dito. Anything, no, they're all the GOATs here.
And Denise, each lane, meron tayong debate kung sino ba yung GOAT. Andito naman ako kay Steady Teddy. Before this match, si Doming kahit na lang yung gold laner na hindi mo natatalo. But then, after this, you can say na you beat all the gold laners in MLBB Philippines. May pressure ba na kaharap kanina? Or confident ba na lalabanan yung RORA?
Hindi po confident po ako kalabanan yung Aurora kasi solid din po yung preparation namin bago yung laban namin ngayon. Kaya confident po kami.
And also, speaking of confidence, alam mo kung sino hindi nawawalan yan, Carl TZ.
Yes.
And we went back to your stats kanina. Carl, do you know na ito na yung 600 game mo sa ML?
Palakpakan naman natin si Carl.
Grabe, 600 games, guys. Let's give a round of applause for Carl TZ. Ngayon, we wanna know, kung makakausap mo yung self mo during the first game, ano yung sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko talaga alam.
Grabing journey. But Denise, before we go to anything else,
alamin na natin, sino nga ba ang ating match MVP?
Our match MVP is Carl TZ!
Carl, baka naman meron ka nang masabi at least to your fans who have been supporting you continuously.
Mayan, gaya ng palagi kong sinasabi, sobrang thank you sa support and mas gagaling pa namin sa mga next na matches.
gagalingan pa nila. And that's a promise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Liquid Philippines! You may now take your walk of victory.
Adding another win to their standing, TLPH got their 8th win for this season, and we'll find out how that happened as we throw this back to our panel.
Thank you so much, Denise, Thea, and congratulations to Team Liquid Philippines. Another win under the books here, and Carl Teasy as well for the MVP. Really showcasing now, hey, YSS can also work in the jungle.
I think the last time we saw that, it did not really work in the way we expected it to, but aside from being match MVP, he also has to be that game MVP.
Yeah, 8s across the board. 4 kills, 4 assists. That's a KDA of 8. He has an 888 GPM, 100% kill participation. Dude was everywhere. And Liquid knew it. That's why I think they decided to sacrifice Teddy a little bit. Where it's like, bro, we're really sorry.
Yeah.
But just get your items there. You're a Freya anyway, because we're gonna need to have, we're gonna need to play through Carl and play for the Season Shin. So you see Sanji and JP holding the center of the map so that Carl Teasy wouldn't be bothered, and he went deathless in this game. So the sacrifice of Team Liquid Philippines, sacrificing their Freya just a little bit so that Carl is comfortable. Add to that, Sanford being active around the map with how well he was managing Edward in lane, as expect that in a Phoveus versus Uranus matchup. Sometimes you really can't do much as a Phoveus. You jump on the Uranus, you just watch him pop his ultimate, heal through everything. You've wasted some jumps. You've wasted some focus into the laning phase.
Yeah, and even looking at this, I just feel like it was like a switch again, and it was some of the objective fights that we saw, as we're seeing here, but there was a switch where it just completely went in favor of Team Liquid throughout the game. It was RORA playing with that pickoff-centric lineup that they brought to Game 2, and it seemed to work in some cases, but then it seemed like the adjustment that Team Liquid did, especially in terms of itemization, once they got tanky enough and they didn't have to worry too much, it was play around the team, play around the objective, protect Carl Teasy, and let him be able to move around the map. I mean, think how many times Sanji had to be the one to get focused down. He was either zoned out by Light or picked off, and still he was able to provide a ton of cover fire or damage even still on the far side.
Yeah, going back to the marksman emblem of the Yusen Shin, I feel like maybe that's why it felt like his damage was online so much quicker.
Yeah.
That extra 10% adaptive penetration you got is, it really hurts. Was it 10?
Yeah.
Is it 10%?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like considering how limited the gold was actually for Aurora and the people who had to tank the damage or stand in front.
Yeah.
I think that's also what made the difference for Liquid here, because even though Sanji struggled so much in terms of positioning, as long as Sanford and JP find the heroes that they want, find or are capable of doing the zoning that's required of them, he could just shoot that feathered airstrike from afar, and that's all they need to do, because it literally has to be paired up with those skills so you could really push Aurora out of whichever box they're trying to put up. And Aurora, for one, we did not see them really establish whatever they wanted to do. We did not see them pull off the sequence that they wanted to do with this very, I think you also pointed it out heading into the draft or after the draft, single target kind of lineup.
Yeah, it's singular laser focus. You see their strength, while Liquid just had much more love to share.
Yeah, it was all around, basically, is the way they played it. But they also just did a really good job at protecting Carl Teasy on the YSS. So it now makes me think if we'll see more Isun Shins in the jungle, and that will be a flex play in the draft. But let's go ahead and listen in on the Infinix mic check with TL.
Laban pre. Pabis. Hiro lang. Ako tinakari, laban pre, laban. Diyan ready. Nasa ko Kyle Pert. Kuha ko. Nice, hiro. Pabis, wala pa akong roaming ah. Okay. Nice. Tumakas na Ju. Harley ako pre. Wala lang kami yung Ju. Yeah, Harley pre. Blinkin. Kaya TikTok. Kung tinakari, kaya ko. Boya, laban.
Yeah, sa lukutan.
Yeah, boya ko.
Sa kanya pre.
Yeah. Gusto. Pag nag-ulti sa mid, sides tayo ah. Ayun, tara. Mid.
Basag mid. Oy, multi na sa akin. Press tayo, pre. Press tayo. Wait, top. Hunger Games na.
Ito, Chu. Ay, manghihiro to pa.
Hero ah.
Manghihiro sila. Pwede natin nakanta dito. Magsama na Demon Kite. Magsama na Demon Kite. Pok lang ha. Out.
Kung kaya di mo na mag-clear,
sige.
maghanap ka na lang ng kalaban. Huwag kayo magpa-spell guys, please.
Okay. Ted G para sa IG.
Ted, nature na kaya.
May winter ako. Huwag nyo na pasinin yung... Ba't ka Ted? Ba't para pasarap nga? Ay, kumasa ko isa. Stop to.
Okay. Ang layo.
Okay. Wala.
Ulti na Harley, pre.
Kita live! Tara nga. Wala na, tower.
And there you go, that's the Infinix mic check. Amazing to hear the breakdown there. There's a couple things for international viewers out there. Yeah, Sanford was, he's saying, light, you see me, but also Hunger Games. We talked about this, was it last week?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Hunger Games is the shot call of clear the opponent's side of the jungle. It's full clear. You get all the camps, you get all the buffs if there's anything. It's you stopping them from getting any resources through the jungle. That's what the Hunger Games shot call is.
It's nice to see because, again, that's just very clean communication between TL. Now, also, the wait is over. We mentioned this earlier on. MCGG Rising Stars Season 5, not Mrs. S5, is officially back. And the stakes have never been higher, Brigida.
Yes, not Mrs. 5. We've got the top contenders from 8 divisions all vying for that #1 spot. So will the fan favorite division take the crown, or are we in for another legendary dark horse upset?
It all comes down to this. Cash the semifinals on April 25. That is tomorrow. And the grand final on April 26. That is the day after tomorrow. On
Sunday.
the official MLBB social media platforms. Tune in and witness history.
Yes, Brigida's pointing at me because, guys, I'll be casting MCGG with some dear friends of mine. So we'll see you guys over there. It's a whole lot of exciting stuff going on for that new season, of course. Now, also, Leslie Mains, you guys can be excited about this. It's time to lock and load. The exclusive dynamic portrait and radiant kits are officially live in the shop.
And now is the best time to gear up. From now until May 23rd, you can enjoy 20% off during the first month launch.
That's just 640 diamonds for the dynamic portrait and only 200 for those radiant kits. Log in right now and flex angelic agent in style.
She's angelic, man.
She is.
And I just got a little bit excited because I just realized eventually, I don't know when, there'll be a radiant kit for the Gourd Legend skin. So it'll come eventually. I got one of them though, and I will tell you guys this: the radiant set, the radiant kits are great. I got one for the alpha, and it's cool to see all the effects change your UI. So that wraps up our first match, our Epic Rivalry here to open up Week 5. We still have another one later. We'll be back after this. Let's throw it over for a little side report.
What a way to start Week 5 with that epic rivalry between TLPH and RORA, with TLPH sweeping with a 2-0 and adding another win to their standings. But other than MPL PH, you can also tune in to Athena Cup Season 2. Because with Athena Cup, who says only guys can dominate the game? Because it's an all-female MLBB league dedicated to highlighting and empowering women in esports. It provides a competitive space to grow, showcase talent, and gain recognition. Tapos na ang unang linggo ng Athena Cup with Group A. Ang nangunguna dito ay Minerva Empress na back-to-back wins against Deity and RVFE Main. Sa Group B naman, Team Liquid Aqua ang nangunguna dahil tinalo nila ang UBEX Esports na current second seed sa standings. The Ultimate MLBB All-Female League will also honor the Philippines representative for Mobile Legends Bang Bang Women's Invitational 2026, because the road doesn't end there, because the Athena Cups will also determine who will represent Philippines on the world stage. So last year, binandera ng Navi PH at Team Liquid Aqua ang Pilipinas. Kaya sino naman kaya ang magpapakitang gilas ngayon at ire-representa ang ating bansa? Samantala, hindi pa tapos ang aksyon dito dahil magpapatuloy ang ating mga laro between ONIC Philippines against Twisted Minds. Kaya tutok lang dito sa tahanan ng pinakamalalakas. Ito ang MPL Philippines Season 17. Palag na to!
still live dito sa Victoria Sports Tower. Welcome back, superfans, sa isa sa pinaka-inaabangan na bakbakan, kung saan muli magsasalpukan ng pinakamalalakas sa second half of our regular season. It's the battle of ONIC Philippines, the Superfam. Laban sa kanilang kalaban, Twisted Minds. Ito ang MPL Philippines Season 17 palag na to. Kami pa rin na makakasama nyo right over under panel. My name is Athena and together with me is Hans and Wolf. Right over naman doon sa English desk ay makakasama pa rin natin sila.
It's still me, Nice to bring it out. Renmar will be joining you guys on the English stream in just a bit.
Yan, nakita tunghayan natin ang very powerful, impactful, defining moments sa first match natin onto the 2-0 sweep ng TLPH laban sa RORA. Another great header ang ating second match of the day. It's a battle of ONIC Philippines laban sa Twisted Minds. It's all about the bridge. Tulay is the bridge. Pero sa ngayon, Brusco is the bridge for ONIC Philippines.
Ay, totoo yan, men. Hindi ko alam kung napansin nyo, pero 5 weeks na kung hindi nyo ba napapansin, meron tayong import.
Meron tayo.
Hindi ko alam kung napansin nyo, pare. Pero si Sabero is, of course, learning Filipino on the fly. Natututo siya, pero nakikita natin all throughout na parang ano na siya, like honorary Filipino na siya ngayon.
Dami nga nag-aanap parang nasan ba yung bridge? Saan ba yung bridge? Pero di, sa ano pala, syempre. Yung bridge yan is kung paano niya binibridge yung Tagalog into that bahasa para maka-integrate sa Sabero.
I'm the perfect person to speak about
You?
joke. But yes, Brusco has been the bridge to allow that communication to happen. I feel like for, of course, Sabero, although we're not seeing him just yet. But I think one thing is, took note of what we did on the English stream last week especially was the comms. When we got to hear the communication between ONIC Philippines and even just how much more, I feel like, relaxed Severo seems to be. And I'm sure it's a huge advantage to have someone like Brusco there to help him.
Yeah, it was the very specific moment that during a specific shot call, I think it was King Kong asking Brusco, hey, does he know, referring to a play? And Brusco replied in Filipino, yeah, I told him in Bahasa, because they were asking if Severo knew what was gonna happen next, and he said, yeah, I already told him in Bahasa.
Yeah, and it's a great adjustment for ONIC because we've somehow recognized the kind of playstyle that they really bring into this season. And Severo, for the most part, has always been, as we, I think, also discussed previously here in the English broadcast, always been playing away from the other members of the team in that 4-1 type of strategy. But Brusco is just there to constantly remind him of things that he should know, even though he's away. And once he's there, I'm like, okay, his posture is very...
Anyway, mentioning Brusco, he mentioned on an 8G podcast and the perfect person to quote din yung sinabi niya doon, Wolf, take over.
Yeah, yun nga. Parang nabigay sa kanya, naata sa kanya yung ganong klaseng responsibility. And of course, it was very challenging at first. Pero eventually, nahanapan nila ng way. At kine-credit din nila si Sabero kasi Sabero din daw parang ma-open din. And then of course yung mga ibang teammates parang nagkadamayan sila na parang uy, pare-pares tayong
Ayan na.
Super family na talaga.
Dumadami sila, men. Legit na yung usual na nagiging pag-uusap natin outside the broadcast kung saan nagko-comment ang bawat isa na.
Kompleto na.
Sir, kompleto na sila. Nawala si Joms, naging 5 na sila.
Super fam.
Sir, wala po bang Tagalog? Yun ang laging tanong. Diba? Yun ang laging tanong na kailangan sagutin. Pero dahil kay Brusco, meron na.
Ayan talaga yung pinaka-iconic part and malaking factor kung bakit nagkakaroon ng success yung itong Indonesian import natin sa MPL Philippines. And talking about Sabero as well, nakita naman natin na he's right at home pa rin even though he's part of ONIC Philippines. Sobrang gana equate to the success din ng ONIC Philippines, Wolf.
Yeah, yung ONIC Philippines, alam naman natin na it was a challenge for them. At ito na, narinig na natin. That is the signal para sa ating keys to victory. Simulan natin with ONIC Philippines. And actually, simple lang yung gusto ko point out dito. You have to watch out for yung late game plans ng Twisted Minds. Napansin ko na parang itong Twisted Minds, meron sila laging plano na execution na kakaiba na hindi mo may expect. They have their own ways to make their own plays. So, kailangan i-watch out yan ng ONIC kasi yung ONIC parang medyo reactive sila eh. So, kailangan, alam nila yung kailangan gawin dito sa Twisted Minds. And eto, kailangan talaga nilang i-minimize yung mga extra movements nila.
Specifically.
Wow. Specifically.
TPs. I mean, he's already right there. Might as well just go ahead and commit to the bit. Now, of course, for Twisted Minds, the EXP lane is key to this matchup. So we saw how impactful Lanzu was in the last series played by Twisted Minds last week. If we can get the same version of that Lanzu in the draft and in the gameplay, go for it. And at the same time, try to match what Kirk is trying to do. If he's trying to be a little bit more lane manager, do that. If he's trying to be more setup, do the same for Lanzu. You're going to have to make sure that both EXP laners good to go. And then also for Twisted Minds, take it to the late game against ONIC. ONIC are great with the early to mid, but as the game goes on and they get tested, their patience gets tested as well. We saw that especially in game number 1 against Team Liquid Philippines last week and multiple times throughout this season. So the longer you can stretch this out, the more Twisted Minds can play their Twisted Mind gameplay, and ONIC gets a little bit more uncomfortable.
And so far, Twisted Minds is kinda nasa gitna. Nasa middle siya ng standings natin. Not too safe, but not too onto the danger zone. Pero kung sakali magkaroon ng big upset today, ay malaking factor to para magkaroon sila ng boost.
Yeah. Well, I can say, nandito naman din tayo sa kalagitnaan ng season, right? Anything can still happen. It's a new patch, it's a new day, and they're feeling good, probably.
They should be, because there's, I mean, if anything, the first match with our Epic Rivalry goes and shows us that, you know, things can change just in with a patch. And then, of course, we had questions over here on exactly what would the priority be. But I think Team Liquid still showed us that a team can still be very dominant playing the game that they've showed us for the past 4 weeks.
Yeah. At baka dito natin makita sa Twisted Minds knowing that this is the kind of team na mahilig mag-sorpresa, maglabas sa mga twists in terms of the patch. But let's see, dahil maya-maya lamang ay malalaman natin yan in a bit. But to ensure na mag-ready na yung ating mga teams, punta muna tayo sa ating mga main arena.
To ensure the integrity of the game, please welcome our marshals, Luis, Chico, JD, and Joshua G. Seeking to reclaim their momentum and turn the tide, Sonics, make some noise for your ONIC Philippines!
Jangan semua harap dapat pas.
An invigorated squad looking to turn the season on its head. Minds mag-ingay para sa inyong Twisted Minds! Our head referee, as always, is the Job Master, Sent. The head coaches are Coach Bluffsy and Coach Bonchan. A bridge has been built, but only one can reach the other side. MPL Super fans, ito ang ONIC Philippines versus Twisted Minds!
Alrighty, here we go. Let's go ahead and introduce that super fam one more time. Bring it out.
All right, ONIC Philippines. Again, we've mentioned time and time again, they've been relatively comfortable, and we could see it reflect in the way that they've actually established their run for the first half of the season. But I can't help but really focus on that second point, which is to reduce those extra movements, to limit those TPs that we see from them, because there are just moments wherein you really feel like they have the game, but they suddenly lose grasp of it because of that.
Yeah, here for Twisted Minds, I hope we can see a version of MP the King that's MP the carry. That guy that has the high KDA, that is so crafty with being able to secure the objectives. There's a reason why he is the #1 most played Harley in Season 17. Twisted Minds has taken this pick and turned it into theirs. But are there any other picks potentially in the meta that could show up, or maybe that we could revisit that is just that, so Twisted Minds aren't so overly dependent on the Harley?
I hope so, because this is something we expect to be a bit more of the MP the King meta, because there's a buff with the Marksman emblem, who he's been constantly spamming regardless of heroes or whenever he gets his hands on those other kinds of heroes apart from the Harley. So I believe there's a much deeper hero pool to expect from this guy.
Not only that, but I think just something that a lot of people have at least witnessed from Twisted Minds is their ability to be flexible when they need to, especially in the draft. And sometimes that goes, you know, goes against them. Sometimes it works for them. But I think, you know, now is when you really want to hone in on what your game plan is going to be, because now you've got 4 weeks to go ahead and lock in the spot going into the playoffs, and you can already see that there's teams that have figured that out, right, and have really solidified themselves in the standings. We'll see if they can do that here, but first we got to throw it over to our Smart 5G ping test to see how our players prepare for the matchup.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Habang buhay ako. Owl versus Sobero. Spicy. Solo kill.
Kung hindi ka ML player, ano ka ngayon?
Nasa ano lang po ako sa bahay. Nakahiga.
Tapos kanina, diba, isa ka dun sa mga clear men. Wow.
Opo,
Pakita
opo.
daw nung boss, pakita nung boss. So, ngayon, ano yung mga pinaghandaan nyo for Twisted Minds? Paano kayo nag-prepare?
Ako ginamit ko yung clear na shampoo. Totoo yun, totoo. Totoo yun.
So, nag-shampoo ka lang, di ka nagsabon?
Hindi, nagsabon po ako.
Kompleto naman. Tapos kumain ka, tapos nagpunta ka dito.
Tapos ayun po, biglang napasay na po ako sa clear. Sabihin natin si Lotlot, nanggigigil na naman. Nice one, nice team.
Ipaglaban mo yung sarili mo, anong katotohanan dito na hindi ka raw mahihain.
Sorry, Sabero.
Wait lang, bakit ka nagsasorry kay Sabero?
Huwag mo akong bugbugin na.
Pero syempre, naniniwala ako hindi ka magpapabugbog.
Tignan natin.
Tingnan natin. Guys, okay na ba yung sagot na yon? Tingnan natin.
Oo, Edigan, bububugan natin.
Wait lang!
Hindi, syempre, di tayo papatalo sa ano. Gagawin ko best ko.
Kung may buff, kung maraming buff ang ONIC, ikaw, sinong buff?
Si Lotlot, si Kaloy. Si ginagawa kong inspiration niya si Kaloy kasi lahat ng kalaban namin nagigigil yan eh.
And there we go. That's our Smart 5G ping test. We got both players, both sides, ready to go head-to-head against this one.
Yeah, on one side, you had Thea going through the entire list of Kirk's pre-Victoria Sports Tower routine. From shower to breakfast.
Yeah.
It's good to know that Kirk didn't miss out on the soap. Well, for Owl, on the other hand, he said that his buff is actually Kaloy.
Yeah. And he also said he will, or I don't know if he was forced to say, that he will beat up in lane Severo or his matchup.
You know, I think people want to beat the pressure, man.
Yeah.
The pressure. It was weird to hear him laugh too.
Who?
Owl.
Owl?
Like, I didn't expect him to have that kind of...
Oh, so you're saying his laugh is weird and funky?
No! Because he always looked like the quiet guy. But I know from the very beginning of this season, we actually found out that there was a lot more spice to this guy.
There's a lot of spice out there in the world, Brigitte.
Yeah.
Some people just don't show it right away.
What kind of spice?
Cayenne pepper spice. Ghost pepper spice.
Ghost pepper spice. What kind of spice do you think Owl has, Brigitte?
Yeah, come on, Brigitte.
In-game spice.
No, what?
I can't cook with that.
I can't cook with it. What kind? You know what? We'll let you think about it. Let's look at the stat breakdown here. This is Kaloy and Brusco's Kalea. What was the nickname for Kaloy's Kalea?
Kaloya.
Kaloya. That's right, Kaloya. Brusco doesn't have one for Kalea though. Just Kaloya.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, right?
Brusco. It's funny because it's like, it's the perfect Brusco hero, but it's punches that heal.
So he's healing the world through
his fists.
His fists.
And suplexes.
Hey, that can work. You know?
I don't think so.
For some reason I was thinking, man, you know, wrestling, it's done a lot to heal the world out there, I feel like. It's
In what
entertained
way?
a lot of people.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Do that.
And I think Kalea is like, she's probably the most wrestler hero we have, aside from maybe Atlas.
Actually, yeah, that's a good callback, Atlas.
Yeah, he's the other one, but I don't know. We'll have to see what we end up with in the draft. We're going to be going, interesting, Broken Walls first map. So ONIC is choosing that. We'll see how this plays out. But I think one thing's for sure, just like we saw from the last matchup, priorities, at least for the blue side, is gonna, I think we'll have to see what each team goes for, because one thing I've really enjoyed about Season 17 so far is that each team has their identity, even so in the draft, you know, where they prioritize different things, whether on the blue side or not. And teams have really focused on that, and I feel like that's usually what we're able to see. So I'm wondering if this patch and everything we kind of reviewed at the beginning of today will actually have a change here on either ONIC's game plan or Twisted.
Yeah, it's a because I think it's also a comfort map for ONIC. It's 3-1 for them at least so far. It's Twisted Minds though. For Twisted Minds, they've never played.
Twisted Minds have never played on Broken Walls.
I think they've never played in Broken Walls.
That means that could mean it's because they just don't make it, or also they never get to the point and they don't get to game 3 as often compared to other teams, so it doesn't get like randomly chosen.
Yeah. Their last meeting was a game 3 though, I think. Yeah. It was a game 3.
But like compared to everything else, it's like a bit of a rarity for them this season. In terms of Broken Walls, the heroes usually picked up there Khalid and Claude. They got Eve, Harley as well, so maybe ONIC are gonna have to put some marks onto the Harley of MP the King. Freya also has a lot of bans though, alongside Baksha, Juicin, and Phobius, which all honestly make complete sense in the idea of Broken Walls.
I gotta take it back. They actually had 2 games already, but still just a 50.
So you lied to.
I looked at the wrong column.
Oh no, it's okay. That happens to me a lot. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I don't even look at stats.
What do you look at?
I look at you guys to give me the stats. That's actually my pad's now.
Fair play.
That's his job.
Fair play, sir.
Anyway.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the draft here. We'll see exactly what ends up happening. We are having Twisted on the blue side though, so bans actually already coming through. We've got a whole lot of jungle focus from Twisted aside from the Freya. Then on the other side, we got the Marcel, the Claude, and also the Eve.
The ONIC chose to go blue.
Harley.
Because they picked the map, and they also went blue, right? Yeah, ONIC is home team today. So they chose to go blue. They chose to go red, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, so is it really Harley though?
I'm just assuming it might be. I mean,
it's their pick.
Yeah, it's their pick.
And they've done it a couple of times also to just rush Harley out of nowhere. Yeah, there it is.
That's what I'm talking about, identity.
And Broken Walls too, so... Okay.
That's going to be the true shit for Prince.
Okay.
Brusco gets his Kaleo. Have you come up with a spice yet, Brigida?
No, because I don't really cook.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't think of any. Can cinnamon be counted as spice?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That is a spice.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, so there's cinnamon.
Okay, let's just assume he's cinnamon because he looks quiet and... But, okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not even gonna...
I don't know why I related that to...
Khalid.
All right.
Khalid.
Look at pics. So there were 2 roamers in mind I had. It was either going to be the Khalid or the Gatot Kacha for Twisted. Early on, but it does come in as a surprise. There's a pick I like to see, but we don't see as often. Thank you for someone to actually pick out Zetian. It's good. Going up against ONIC Philippines, the type of team they are with the early game aggression, their, as we like to call, we've been calling for 2 weeks now, their golem obsession early on, hitting level 4, and using that as a means, I'm talking about the Fury of the Phoenix ultimate of the Zetian here, to help control and get vision as to where ONIC are, and to give you a bit of a little advantage to force out dashes and get those stuns during those team fights with the ultimate. It's a great pickup for Twisted, and I highly encourage teams to consider picking up a little bit more earlier. So, because of the burst-based nature of Twisted Mind's lineup, there's no continuous damage source yet. They go ahead and pick up the Uranus, which means Twisted will have to pick an EXP laner that isn't off of the ban board, because I know ONIC are probably going to be eyeing out taking out EXP laners now.
Yeah, honestly, the likes of the Phobius are also still out there. And considering that we don't really know what Severo is going to be picking up, there's a chance that they really take out those picks that'll make things difficult for them. Honestly, even the Yi Sun-shin is still available.
Wait, is he still defeated? Is Severo still undefeated on the YSS, or did he lose one last week? I know he was about 6-0 last week in week 4. I just can't remember off the top of my head if he ended up picking the YSS.
It's still 100%
Still 100%, right?
Yeah.
Still undefeated.
Okay, so I wonder if Twisted will think that's worth just kind of getting rid of banning. You'll see the Sora be a banned out here. The Suyo right now. We'll see what...
Oh yeah, no Baksha, never mind.
Yeah, no Baksha, but the Fred is open.
Queen Kong on a Fred.
I mean, utility is just...
Yeah.
He could go for...
The man-made Baksha work, but then again, it isn't as fast in rotating and clearing. I might think that they're a bit more keen on picking the Nolan over the Baxia.
That's true.
A pick that they've only picked up once, but they got a big win with last week. Or maybe even take a page out of AP Brent's current book and their own old book.
Yeah.
Get a joy, but the thing is there's a Zetyan there.
Yeah.
And you need someone to force out the passive of the Zetyan before any of those two heroes we just mentioned could enter and try to pick her off.
There's a Guinevere also.
Oh, yeah.
Not the only one.
That they could pick up. There you go, the Phobius ban.
Oh, this might most likely mean that Guinevere is coming out.
Yeah.
I played a Phobius game earlier and I realized if you time your enhanced basic attack, the shoulder tackle really well, while the second skill is popping off, you just completely negate it. So like right as the Guinevere's about to land, just shoulder tackle her and she's like, wait.
Yeah.
It ruins it.
Oh, okay.
It looks, I don't think you'd really see it mid-air, but you cancel the full animation.
Yeah.
So, okay, what is it, another King Kong ban?
Could just be, unless they want to, okay, they're going to go with the
Oh my
YSS.
goodness!
I was saying, I almost half expected them to ban that out just because it also forces a bit of a different idea, at least in the gold lane too. We'll see, because also, you gotta remember, King Kong could have played that as well in the jungle after seeing Carl TZ play it.
Yep.
Now last match.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know, YSS back in the jungle in a way with this current patch. So we'll see what ONIC decides to do if they do pick up King Kong's pick now or wait and sit on it and just go for Severo's option here.
Because the Harris is still there. We've like, although.
I think I'm okay with them considering a Moskov for Severo.
Because the magic damage too is gonna be.
Speaking of magic, they went for actual magic instead.
Okay.
So they get the Harith. Well, let's see. Well, what if ONIC are gonna try to put this in the jungle? They see the Harith, still made them go Alice. So Alice Uranus, I think, is now gonna be our modern day Esmeralda Uranus. They're both the same hero, except Alice is just hotter. And with the has a stun.
That's true. That's true.
For those who think Uranus is hotter, it's fine.
Yeah, if you're into that.
I don't yuck yums.
Yes, sir. Oh, and they took the Moskov.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking like either one of them would consider picking up the Moskov already.
Okay, so I actually am curious if this is going to the jungle because we talked about the potential for a Harith going to the jungle off this patch. Could happen here, but let's just say it most likely goes in the hands of Severo. What is the jungle option going against a Harley? A Nolan? I know we threw that out there.
The Nolan, Guinevere.
Little Fred.
Leomord still there, but with the Alice and Zetyan, it could be tough.
Oh!
Lancelot, the only other guy to pick him up was the guy. Him himself, Carl TZ, the GOAT, picked up Lancelot. Super fans, you see the draft, you can let us know. Scan that QR code right there to get a chance to win 1,000 MLBB Diamonds. Hopefully you predict correctly, and hopefully you guys win some diamonds. We're rooting for you. Now you can let us in the chat now too. Who you think's gonna win the game one? Because looking at the super fans prediction, it is heavily in favor of ONIC Philippines right now.
I mean, understandable. ONIC has had a better first half of the season. Twisted Minds has only so far showed off great potential. The last time we actually saw the Lancelot was also against the same jungler hero. It was the Harley. And I think it was also against Twisted Minds, if I'm not mistaken. But it went much better for the Lancelot. As long as King Kong has help forcing back MP the King, they can use the Phantom Execution to actually force the Harley back, space escape out, and then suddenly you have priority in the turtle. You use your Thorn Throws, then use it on the major objective, and then Harley is now thinking twice about coming back, because if he does come back, he might just get crowd control and bursted.
Yeah, and I believe these are the exact same circumstances. Even in terms of the draft, it was a last pick Lancelot, so they probably really... They really considered whether or not it would be a great pickup against Twisted Minds here.
I hope we get to see potentially this weekend the Harith in the jungle, though. I'm really curious to see if that'll end up working for one of the teams here. And you can see already a lot of pressure and focus on this side, especially utilizing Brusco on the Kalea, having that ability to go ahead and heal back up, keep that sustainability going, and they're going to go for just this side of the jungle, taking what they can.
Oh, that's a lot of stolen jungle creeps by King Kong. And it's not like MP the King could do the same and simply cross over to ONIC's side.
Yeah, and so Twisted Minds' understanding of that ONIC tendency is instead of actually going down to the orange buff, MP the King decided to start purple and just clear that entire side. He even got the golem on the ONIC side as well, and then he decided to go down. So even though ONIC were able to get a good amount of EXP, a good amount of farm, MP the King got his own fair share as well without getting delayed.
Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and grab his orange and then rotate most likely to that turtle once it's available too. So, and both the way the lineups work is they really need these level 4s. So you're not going to see too much action early on while both teams get prepared to hit that level 4 ability to go ahead and set things up. Whether that's Kalea utilizing that Tsunami Slam or even vice versa, Raging Sandstorm. Paired up with a Deadly Magic, we've seen it before, where sometimes they just go for a kill and get the numbers advantage before the objective. So it's going to spawn. Brusco not level 4 yet, neither is Kaloi. So they're just going to have to battle it out for this one. Turtle half health.
Yeah, Kaloi trying to poke down King Kong. Fury of the Phoenix already committed. MP the King actually secures that. And Lansu picks up first blood. It's going to be King Kong taken down. Flicker from Kaloi already committed. Lansu could be the trade here, but that's a tanky Alice.
Yeah, exactly what I said. MP the carry. Get him on someone mobile. Crafty can be a huge threat, whether it's because of just how mobile it is or because of the raw damage. And just a great retribution, honestly, and well played by Twisted Minds.
Great usage of the Fury of the Phoenix. You mentioned this in the draft too. You know, it's you don't see too many players pick up the Zetian. I think Sean has to be one of the players that picks it up the most.
Yeah.
We've definitely seen him play it a couple times, and usually the timing with the Fury of Phoenix works really well for Twisted's game plan here. So great usage there, set things up, but once we get to the next turtle, that's where, again, those ultimates come into play, especially on both sides with the roams that they have.
Yeah, and honestly, the way that ONIC's been rotating is always like the trio mid together or being clumped up, and I feel like it was something that Twisted took advantage of, specifically in that turtle fight.
Yeah, they know they need to play tight formations, especially with this lineup. We don't even have the Harith yet, and they already decided to play close.
Oh, and the Harith right now is choosing to fight. It's Owl who might just get taken out here. Still survives, though. That was clutch.
Yep, that was threading the needle. You know, he's barely surviving, but he does. And that's good job for Owl. He did have to go ahead, obviously utilize the battle spell there, though, too. But luckily, he didn't go down, so they still maintain the very minor lead that they have. This will be some extra gold, though, going to the hands of Severo. Little SOD to bring Owl back quickly, and he'll push Severo back. So we're back to it.
So I like how Kaloi is going into the gold lane as much as he can. I mean, there are also benefits considering the turtle does spawn there, but that just adds an extra body to help protect the Owl, and you really need to invest in Owl this time around. I think Twisted Minds actually has been spending a lot of time not minding Owl, but if you can help him out, that's better for you.
Yeah, Turtle's up, second one of the game. Again, they're going to pull it towards the backside since we aren't broken walls, but goes for a bit of a reset for now while Kirk gets a position.
Ooh, the setup from Kaloi, forcing out the Crimson Beacon from Super Prince and Brusco too, having to reposition away. Kaloi might get punished here though because Severo decides to join the fight, and now they knock up that Uranus of Kirk, but he's still going for that chase, and I think that's going to be okay for ONIC.
I don't know if it's just me, but that felt a little early. To go for the Raging Sandstorm.
Yeah, if he was going to go for the Raging Sandstorm and no one was close by, Sean did not have to use the Fury of the Phoenix. They could have saved that big second ultimate for later on, but I think they got trigger happy with it. Owl tried to get the turtle buff. Good attempt, but was not able to.
Yep, so not the fight that I expected Twisted to go for, but maybe, you know, just a bit of a disconnect. Now the focus here could be in trouble.
Yeah, this is a four-man rotation you're seeing right now. That's the Raging Sandstorm used again, and Brusco, he gets cancelled out. The Tsunami Slam doesn't really bring anyone close. And Lansu with the counter set two, somehow helping Twisted Minds. They do find Brusco, and ONIC are not able to find anyone aside from Owl.
Oh, is it just me, or I feel like Owl should have just gone for the full out. Maybe they locked in too hard on Brusco going down, but at that point, if you're the gold laner, you want to save your own life. You ended up giving a kill to Super Friends, which closes the gap a little bit, or maybe even extends it further. There it is. Close to 200, 300 gold lead in terms of the mid laners.
Yeah.
Owl should have just backed out.
I feel like he's just so desperate to catch up because
he knows he's
Severo's been doing such a great job in the laning.
700, crazy job by Severo as the Harith.
It's you know, I think even when we talked about the Harith in the previous matchup, like the Stonglium Scythe, that extra bit of damage now too makes it that much harder to battle it out with Severo. So Owl, just like you mentioned, Renmar, he needs some help. He needs some help to be able to get online on this Moskov. He's actually just got to go ahead and forfeit over this tier 1 turret and wait, because throws out the SOD, try to clears out what he can, but that's going to be a turret down now for ONIC Philippines as they take tier 1.
Yeah, so you saw Severo delay the clear of the tower just a little bit. He was waiting for the next wave of minions to get a little bit closer so that he can clear it safer. So great little bit of micro there by Severo.
Yeah, and even if the SOD did land, I don't think Owl should have went in. Brusco was just waiting for the perfect time, so he could have lost his Purify if ever.
He's waiting right now, too. He might actually, I don't know if he's going to attempt a play on Owl here. He does have his Purify, but yeah, it's someone's got to help Owl here. This is not looking too good, and it's just going to further delay him. A Feathered Heaver now picked up for Severo, so he's got his 2.
Okay, the Tidal Strike actually didn't land on the right target. Kaloy, though, getting bursted down real quick here. That's another flicker also forced out of Twisted Minds. ONIC have just full control over this turtle pit.
Yeah, and this is bad when it's... Oh, Al decides to go in.
Oh, they're still going to fight. That's the Fury of the Phoenix already committed, but King Kong already secures the objective. Okay, I think those TPs are still okay.
Right now, sure, let's see. Well, it's been bad luck for ONIC, but let's see.
Yeah, let's not get too excited yet. You know, ONIC Philippines, they're going through the motions. They're knocking down some turrets. They've got themselves 2 turtles out of the 3. And they do have control. This is the thing that they have right now is the control of the map. We're going to take a look at the items real quick. How things fall into place with the 2K lead. Whoa, hold on!
Oh, Brusco's the chosen target here. It seems as if they used almost everything for that kill.
Yeah, but they knew that they needed that purple buff and to send ONIC back. MP the King had to rush a Divine Glaive as a second item so that he gets his power spike much quicker. And to answer your question for the 2K lead that ONIC has, majority of that lead is actually in through the Harith of Severo. So we reiterate our previous point. Someone get Owl some farm, man.
All right, looking at this. What do we have for Owl, too? Looking, so all he's got is Corrosive Scythe, actually, at this point. Yeah, he's very, very delayed.
Just the Corrosion Scythe.
Yeah, while Severo's building into his 3rd already.
Yep.
So that's how much of a difference there is, and at this point now, it's over 1,300 gold between the 2 gold laners. So that's what we're talking about, the disparity here. But there is one thing that a Moskov is able to go ahead and do, and that's, you know, farm on the opposite end of the map while the rest of the team handles what they can. He picks up the golden staff, so he's getting there. Needs time, throws out the SOD, joins the fight. So this is probably the best thing Owl can be doing is, you know, making sure that he's not making himself susceptible to a possible play down bot or away from the team, but farming where he can as well.
Why didn't they try to go for a cross-map trade? Was Owl just worried that King Kong might have gotten to him? You already saw 3 members, a heavy volume of ONIC players up top.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's safe to assume Al was thinking that King Kong was actually closer to the bottom lane, trying to protect it, ready to jump on him.
Because I think King Kong showed up in mid right after the SOD was already thrown out.
This is now at the point where Lord is up. Relatively low kill game here. It's just been a game of macro for the most part on this one.
Good thing for Twisted is that Alice got to farm up, has a good amount of items. That's going to be your main frontliner. And also MP the King has a good amount of farm on him as well. So the damage will be there for him. But the question is if he can get the Deadly Magic of the right person. Because literally everyone in the lineup has a way to negate the Deadly Magic. Whether it's through sheer survivability, avoidance, or for the case of the Lancelot, just leaving the map.
Yeah.
It's so hard. You want someone who's close to Brusco, but that's the thing. Brusco's nearby.
Yeah.
So he could just Tidal Strike you up and you get cancelled.
I think we're going to go for this right now. It's at half health on the Lord. Owl's on the top side of the map, but he can join the fight with the SOD if he wants to. King Kong to get a couple shots from the Lord.
Oh, Throne of Ruin into the SOD, but it's King Kong who still secures the objective. He has to disengage though, he's already quite low, but Super Prince still goes in with the Crimson Beacon. They're going for the chase. Kirk already forcing out the Deadly Magic, and it's going to be Kaloy taken down first. Severo already picking up that kill, and ONIC still trying to go for more! Finding out! That's King Kong! He still wants to join the fight.
The body block by Brusco. The suplex from the Kalea to stop MP the King from getting into retribution range was perfect.
Great play, great show of team fight from ONIC Philippines with this. They got themselves to the Lord, not even with a massive lead, but just a better control of the objective space, and now they'll be knocking on the base turrets here of Twisted Minds. Shield in the mid gets popped. Top is susceptible with the Lord marching up there as the bottom one went down too. So ONIC Philippines now, oh, there it is. There's King Kong this time. Charging up, they're ready to go ahead and press a little bit more as they wait slowly for that Lord to make its way. They didn't want to push it too fast. They can manage also the bottom push, so it's a split for the map in the base of Twisted as the Lord charges in. They should clear this out relatively quickly. So they hold on to the base turrets.
ONIC were not able to get the big win at the start that they usually do with their new patented rotation. Twisted Minds were able to match it, but eventually ONIC, after 4 or 5 minutes, just found win after win, and now Twisted are crumbling.
Okay, Brusco just always baiting out that potential dive from the title strike, forcing out reactions from Twisted Minds, but they're not really getting baited out. So
yeah, I mean, that's just like typical like Kalea things. If anyone decides to get too aggressive in the defense, it's a quick reaction to also commit your flicker, just jump and tsunami slam someone in the back after the title strike.
Yeah, they're just being really patient. Again, also with a Harith, you can't just hit these turrets the way you want to, but they finally do get this mid turret down. Oh, Lansu!
Okay, now that's an engage coming in from Twisted Minds. What a setup coming in from Lansu and both Kaloy. Now ONIC might have to run away. Kirk still trying to tank the damage, but they're getting chased down by Twisted Minds. Lansu still very tanky. Another knockup onto Kaloy, but somehow ONIC are safely able to walk back to their side.
Was not expecting that kind of response from Twisted, but I'm glad to see it, and what a shot for Owl.
The Admiral leading the charge again, and of course Sean timing the Fury of the Phoenix really well to maximize the crowd control that they have. Al goes in, Kaloy goes in. That was just a great initiation and surprise team fight started by Twisted Minds, sending ONIC back. Now, Twisted has to work through the map and still has a deficit to work through. The good news is Al already has the Trinity. The bad news is there's already a Divine Clave on the Harith. One full item away from complete lock.
Oh my, that was just a single third rose and Al's already very low. And the Sky Piercer from Super Prince gets the job done. Another knockup once again. Tanky heroes here getting targeted down by ONIC, but it's gonna be okay. They have the damage to deal with every single one of them. And King Kong! He was more, but MP the King still survives.
Can they possibly end it here, or they're gonna focus down?
They are gonna focus down. That's the base already within reach. They have to wait for their waves, and the Zaman Force already committed too. But it's just Lansu, MP the King, and Sean trying to go for the defense. Fortunately, have the wave clear that's necessary, but Lansu gets taken down.
And another stack going over to Super Prince. They're going to take this top turret. That's one looking at what they clear out. But still, they're back. They're still in defense here. So Twisted's still in the game. But man, ONIC Philippines, now they've got the clear way to take the Lord here. Not sure if Twisted's actually going to try to get in position to do anything about this. They might be a little bit too late as the Lord is just being blitzed down and Kirk is giving that information, doing what Kirk does best.
Yeah. I like how ONIC doubled down on the confidence of Kirk. Instead of killing it, they told Kirk, dude, just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Last base turret going down here. This could be the end for game one for Twisted unless somehow, some way, they can get that setup we saw a glimpse of earlier, utilizing Lansu and Kaloy. Lord approaching the base. They're going to clear out this mid. They're going to deal with the Lord. ONIC trying to go for it.
Oh, the Tsunami Slam was used onto Kaloy, but there's the Throne of Ruin counter set coming in from Twisted Minds. Do they have enough damage to get to 5 kills, though? Brusco's actually the first one taken out, but look at Severo finding the right targets. Al very low, but Twisted Minds, they're holding on. They actually still get to defend, but he gets blasted right there. MP the King following next, but Sean, it's Sean and Kaloy up against Kirk.
Oh, Kirk, does he want to go ahead and just buy more time? But Twisted was able to go ahead and defend. A good attempt from ONIC, but hey, Twisted does it.
They couldn't go for the complete base lock. It was also risky for Severo to start dashing in. He was biding his time. Twisted just handled that really well. A bit of a miracle, but leave it up also to just a great amount of skill. Let's head back to the instant replay. The Lord was there. They got minions. Severo decided to lock up to Al. Al got to dash away. Severo was forced to get out of range because it was starting to look quite hairy. That was just them holding on through sheer will.
Yeah.
Maybe we can nitpick. Targeting could have been a bit better for ONIC, or maybe Severo actually should have tried just base locking.
Just base locking, maybe. But nonetheless, great defense from Twisted to be able to go ahead and pull that off. And good usage of the Winter Crown earlier on from Severo to at least capitalize the kill on Owl, because if they didn't get rid of Owl, that could have potentially been a full swing around for Twisted. So what this has done is allowed Twisted to catch up on some of the itemization they needed, but they're still at the whims of ONIC Philippines, at least for now. I do expect them that we might actually see them try to get in position for that Lord. I'm just thinking that because their base turrets are all down, it's a little dicey if they decide to do that, but I'm wondering if, because this is going to be an evolved Lord, like, can they defend again with this lineup to be able to go ahead and do that if they give up the Lord over to ONIC?
Yeah. I think they're just going to try through MP the King and maybe +1, MP the King, Kaloy, but then even if you lose Kaloy, you lose a strong frontliner. Maybe they'll send Lansu with MP the King instead, because at least you got the Gleam to get out, but it's so rough. ONIC are handling the minion waves so well. There's a constant stream marching in. The far lane opposite the Lord constantly has a big chunk of waves that Twisted Mind needs to work with. They do have the Moskov. Do you believe in miracles? I do, but let's see.
Well, Kaloy's giving me the information. It's going to be at half health, but it will be evolving soon, so ONIC will pull off for now. Yeah. This gives the opportunity, though, for Twist to actually be on this side of the map. Oh, Lansu!
Okay, Lansu once again setting the charge. Super Prince is going to be the first kill in this clash. I don't know if ONIC still actually want to go for this. King Kong, though, finds MP the King! And he does finally secure the kill. Brusco, too, still surviving, using that flicker to get away.
Oh my goodness, Lansu buying so much time and zoning out who he needed to, but it's unfortunate for Twisted as MP the King went down.
King Kong. That was the pick to find. And ONIC will be able to get this Lord unless Twisted Minds force themselves to fully react. And this is why ONIC are waiting, because they know that there are minion waves that Twisted Minds needs to deal with.
Yep, they got to handle that bottom of wave, so they're going to have to send someone there to deal with half health, less than half health on the Lord. What can Twisted do?
Oh, the throne. Oh my goodness! The Thorn was just forced out early, and now King Kong wasn't able to secure it. Does ONIC get to buy the kills though? Kaloy, Immortality popped already. Tsunami Slam already committed as well onto Lansu, and these two frontliners of Twisted Minds might just get taken down here by ONIC. Still gets to try and escape. Super Frizz though gets the job done.
Do you believe in miracles? I didn't expect it to go that way, but that's something. That's a start, but there are still 5 members of ONIC.
Oh!
King!
Oh! Phantom execution! Doesn't land! MP the King's still alive!
Oh, now Kirk's really low.
Oh, Severo, though, gets to find Owl. Knock up as well from Super Prince and the Salmon Force. They are in the base. They have to clear the Lord, too, but they also have waves.
Oh, they're so low as well. Immortality's going to be bought. They're going to clear out the Lord now. Can they push in with this wave?
MP the King is back, but I think that is it. ONIC, after 19 minutes, finally take game number 1.
That got really interesting near the end. We thought maybe, just maybe, but it was too definitive. Too many towers lost, too many minion waves to deal with. Super Fat get game 1.
That was some heart from Twisted Minds if I've ever seen one. And yes, almost a miracle. Great to see a Lord taken that way, but it was just unfortunate. The damage was too much to the base. There was too much to handle. And after losing 3 crucial members, there just wasn't enough to withstand the force coming out from the Super Fam here. So we're taking a look at this again. It was a bit of a slow start. Mind you, at one point in the game, I think mid-game, we only had maybe 3-4 kills total. And then that last, I don't know, 8 minutes or so was just back and forth, back and forth.
This is what solidified ONIC's mid-game lead. The fact that Owl decided to come back into the sequence here to try to finish off the kill there onto Brusco, when it was his survival that Kaloy was just trying to play for. And Kaloy said it wasn't kill someone or trade me out, it was please survive, Owl. And that delayed his farm and that delayed his climb so much more, which is why we saw a majority of the game. After that, ONIC took the lead, and it took miracles and some mishaps here and there for Twisted Minds to get something, but at that point, the map was just too ONIC coded.
I don't know if... Okay, but before we talk about anything, Super Prince gotta be the MVP there. Those Sky Piercer stats also always coming in clutch. But yeah, I think this is also one of the reasons why things were so difficult, especially for Owl. I don't know if Please Survive Owl was just really the kind of approach you want up against ONIC, because it felt as if Owl barely got to play in that game.
Yeah, they honed in on him, and I think ONIC Philippines knew that they had to. They really had to put the pressure on Owl. But even before all that happened, like Severo really did well in that lane, the lane matchup against Owl. So that was, you know, the start of it all, and then they just continued to put pressure on him. And so it took a while for Owl to catch up, but eventually he did. And it was just unfortunate that it was a little bit too late in the game. Yeah, and you know, ONIC Philippines, they didn't let up. Especially mid to late game, they just continue to put the pressure where they found it earlier on. And then I do want to commend Lansu, though. I feel like Lansu was really, really locked in on this Alice. He actually had a lot of great setups and Throne of Ruins. It's just, that's one of the downsides of being, you know, delayed in terms of your power spikes with this kind of composition. They weren't able to fully utilize those setups that Lansu and even Kaloy were trying to do. And even Fury of the Phoenix, man, actually played a lot of the role here in keeping Twisted into this game as long as it did. But yeah, ONIC Philippines just coming out stronger in this game one.
Well played here by ONIC. I like that Super Prince even built the Clock of Destiny, knowing that it was his head that Twisted Minds were hunting for, because without the juice in, it really so much more increases the chances that Twisted Minds might be able to get a win. This was a moment where Super Prince was after Super Prince got picked. King Kong saved that play for ONIC by being able to find MP the King. Of course, Lansu just tried to buy time. Twisted Minds got extended just a little bit more, but at that point it was, again, too ONIC coded in the map. And fight as they try, there was just too much to deal with, and they did not have enough damage.
Yeah, so cool. That moment where King Kong found MP, he literally used the Thorn Rose backwards. I think he kind of expected MP to just return to the hat. So those small decisions meant so much to ONIC here. It's as if Twisted really didn't get a hold of that Lord, even though it was just right there and spawned immediately after that clash happened, which I guess could have helped them a bit more. So despite it reaching almost the 20-minute mark, it feels as if it's always been ONIC's game.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of that ONIC was doing right, and Twisted, I feel like even with his composition, this game could have definitely been theirs. There was a point in time where it could have gone in their favor, but I think just too much pressure on the gold lane and not being able to help Owl in time was probably the biggest fallback to game one. And then you're just constantly trying to catch up to that end, so you really weren't able to go ahead and utilize fully the lineup. But ONIC Philippines has done this before. I mean, this lineup that we see them bring to the table, aside from the Lancelot, which now has only been picked twice and has won twice, you know, this is very ONIC coded, basically, the way that they drafted this, the way they made it work. And even in a sense for Severo, like, you got to see how much burst potential and damage is now packed into the Harith even more so, which is a little scary, because I'm still hoping on my wish list that we get to see it in the jungle some way, somehow. If not, I think teams might really want to consider either grabbing the Harith or I don't know, prioritizing it. I don't know if we're back in that meta when it was always the Harith priority. Who knows? But right now, I definitely need a sip, because Sip Purified Water is filtered through volcanic rocks for a crisp, clean taste that quenches like no other. Quench that thirst, take that sip.
Okay.
Brigitte, you got the...
Yeah.
I gotta take a sip.
You can.
Gotta be hydrated.
Go to take your sip, because I will be showing them the Max 5D on stage. And if you guys are seeing it, that's clever engineering, keeping these teams locked in. No distractions, just pure performance. Brought to you by TT Racing Philippines. We have your back.
I got nothing to read. Just pass me a sip, please. I'm actually thirsty.
Are you thirsty?
Yes, I am.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You know why you don't have anything to say? Because you said everything earlier today. That's why.
Yep.
You had the press con, man. You were like, you were.
All right.
And then you're the VO, you know, you do
For
the voice, all
entrances.
the team entrance.
That's true, yeah.
You got Renmar, by the way, has the best voice for the intros. Absolutely love them. So make sure you guys catch those. But catch this right now. We got a little interview going on.
I love you.
Maraming salamat, casters. Napakaiinit ng ating mga balita ngayong araw sa sobrang daming nangyayari. Simulan na natin, nagkaroon ng press conference kanina kung saan in-announce na ang ilang detalye tungkol sa MPL Philippines Season 17 playoffs. In attendance bilang guest sa ating press con si Philippine Esports BD and Partnerships Manager ng Moonton Games na si Lee Veloria at Phil Oil AVP Supply Sales and Terminaling Services Mandy Ochoa. At in-announce na kanina, nagugulong ang MPL Philippines Season 17 playoffs sa San Juan Arena sa San Juan City. Matatandaan na sa venue din ginanap ang 30th SEA Games Esports events sa 2019. At bukod dito rin ginanap ang iba pang malalaking liga tulad na lamang ng NCAA at UAAP. In-announce din ang ticketing details kaya abangan na ang ticketing drop sa darating na May 4. Samantala, officially welcome na bilang Clearman legends sina Sanford, James Banks, King Kong, Kiel VJ at Kirk. Ayon sa Unilever Clear brand leader na si John Del Armada, layunin ng Clearman na paigtingin ang partnership kasama ang MPL PH. With Clear Legends Man, Clearman is moving beyond traditional sponsorship to own a meaningful role in gaming culture and performance. It also establishes Clearman as a flagship long-term partner of MPL, driving confidence for today's generation of gamers. Napakaraming nangyari, but for the meantime, balik muna tayo sa bakbakan. Pasok, casters.
Thank you so much, Denise. Great little breakdown. That's what I was talking about earlier, too, with Brent Mar. You got to go ahead and host that. And so, yeah, the playoffs, we're going to San Juan Arena. San Juan.
San Juan.
Well, what is it supposed to be?
San Juan.
Well, this is the English test. So we're going to say it like me. San Juan.
San Juan.
I'm so happy. It's still really close to us.
Is it? I haven't been there. Is it near here?
Yeah, it's past my hood.
Oh!
Yeah, right. It's like you're going there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's near there. Have you ever watched anything there?
No, I haven't, sadly, because I couldn't watch the Southeast Asian Games when it was held there. That's where we won our first gold medal, man.
Was that how many years ago? 2019 or
18?
19.
Whoa, 2018.
19, yeah, you're right. 19.
Isn't it crazy when you think about that? Like, man, 2020 was 6 years ago. Gosh, 2018, that'd be 7, that'd be 8. That'd be 8 years ago. Quick math.
Don't give me an existential crisis on broadcast.
That's what I'm saying. 6 plus 8. 6 plus 2, that's 8. All right, let's go ahead and, by the way, we're excited. I hope some of you guys watching internationally can come join us for the MPL Philippines playoffs, because it's always an electric experience. And I know people do fly out, they book flights, they get tickets.
Yeah.
You have to make sure, by the way, that when they, I don't know if they've done it yet, revealed playoff tickets. I'm not sure when that's coming. Make sure you guys grab them while you can, because it's probably going to fill up very quickly. Now, going back to the matchup here, we're going to be jumping into the draft in about a minute or so. Twisted Minds. We'll find out what map they're going to be going for. It should be Twisted's pick, because the last one, Broken Walls, was picked by ONIC. It looks like we... Okay, here we go. Yeah, Twisted, red side, they're going Flying Clouds. So we're actually going Flying Clouds for map 2 here.
Yeah, and both of these teams want red side.
Yeah.
Because even ONIC went for red side earlier. Okay, Flying Cloud.
I think Twisted Minds might be eyeing out if they are going to be first pick. Freya first pick, probably, if it's going to be available for them. Which means they're probably going to take out a Baksha. If they are blue side, hypothetical blue side bans for Twisted Minds are Baksha, Juicin, maybe Harley.
Yep.
And then, or Suyo, one of those two. Then they'll get the Freya. Oh, wait, no. They can open both Harley and Suyo if none of them are banned by ONIC. So that's the trade they go for. So they can get Freya and then either the Harley or Suyo, whatever what is left for them.
Yeah, but then Savero gets another Harith game.
They're willing to try it out this time. Still, they have to ban out I think, the Kalea. So if we're going to pick bans, Baksha, Juice, and Kalea maybe, or is that too roam mid-trio focus?
It could work. I mean, that could work. The Jushin, I think, definitely has to be something to consider.
Because I think it's mostly on the Juicin now.
Yeah.
The Valentina suddenly dipped because of maybe the Sora getting nerfed. So in terms of priority.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just putting focus onto Lansu and Kirk on your screens, the two EXP laners. Despite the loss, Lansu was very impactful in the last one.
Yep.
Well, Kirk, I'm pretty sure deep down his shot call to the rest of the team, although he didn't verbalize it, was please win this. Because I have been TPing all game, and if we lose this, it looks hella bad.
I cannot withstand the comments anymore. No, I'm joking. Yeah. I'm sure Kirk is fine, but
yeah,
it's, you know, we just like to go ahead and play on the fact that Kirk likes to TP, but I think Kirk has really shown us and everybody that's been watching ONIC Philippines that, yeah, he's one of those guys in the XP lane that really is dynamic. I feel like he's very dynamic when it comes to the XP lane heroes that he picks, the compositions that are built around that. Because right now, I know we asked this question in the previous matchup, but you know, the debate, the GOAT of the XP lane. We have so many good XP laners, and XP lane right now fits so well in the meta. I mean, it has been very valuable for seasons now, but I feel like even more so now. You see how much use I don't want to say aggressive XP laners are, but how dynamic XP laners are.
Dynamic and a bit more explosive, I guess, because they're sticking with Kirk. Spicy.
Cinnamon?
Twisted is red side.
Yeah.
Wait.
Blue.
Okay.
So they chose it. Our team's picking more red now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
At least for this series. Because I think in the previous series, they both went blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both chose to go blue side. Because RORA was home in the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they both chose blue. This time, these two teams are choosing red.
I am not the only
All right.
by these chains.
Wow, this is interesting. Philippines is actually going for Lansu's picks. Yeah.
That's hella respect, man.
Yeah.
Great call there, the boxer ban, but they have to choose. They'll probably leave Harley or Suyo open. If ONIC bans out one of those heroes and they're forced to ban that out, and then on the swing back, they get a lot. Oh, which makes a lot of sense.
So if it's gonna be very similar to what happened in the previous draft, the Juicin also is gonna be open for first. Wait, they're not going for Juicin. So it could be could they be the ones trying to go for Freya? Okay, not even the Freya's gonna be open.
Yeah, they got the Freya.
Are they just going? Are they trading for the Harley? Like, are they just trying to get the Harley here?
Harley Suyo trade, but they don't need to pick up the Harley now. They still have. Is anyone willing to first pick up Marcel here? Or not?
Because the only Marcel game we had today was a last pick Marcel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go with the Harley.
They're playing for the Harley Suyo trade. Don't need to pick up the Suyo now unless you're just gonna pick up a random one just to see what the ONIC will go for.
Yeah.
So Twisted Mind still has a lot of choices later to go for red 3 and red 4. So they can go for the jungle rush or not, and then at the same time pick up the juicing gun.
Kalea.
Oh, actually, yeah, pick up the Kalea for Kaloy would be really good.
Yeah.
Take it away from the hands of Brusco.
Because they got denied of that earlier too.
Valid Kalea? Or no?
Suyo Kalea.
Oh yeah, so they still go for the jungle pickup here because, I almost said Yun nga. Because they now will have a lot of options for red 3 and red 4 available for them.
Yeah.
It's all right. We got a bridge here to translate if needed.
Yeah.
You know.
Am I the bridge or?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So I'm the Brusco of the English desk or something.
Well,
actually, it's me.
Yeah.
All right. There's the Marcel. We questioned if it'd be picked up. Well, there it is on the blue side, and there's a Valentina. I almost thought the Valentina would be picked up by Twisted in that first phase, but so it goes.
It's our show.
So yeah, then the Twisted will go ahead and grab the Claude. I was thinking this might be better for Owl anyway.
Yeah.
After what we saw, because at least with the Claude, and this being the hero, I feel like for Owl, it also just allows him that if he is focused in, at least it's a little bit better for him to manage himself, on the Claude. You know, he can kind of escape with the BMI. He's able to go ahead and clear or double lane if he needs to, and so that's one thing that he can rely on.
Although it did get slightly nerfed, so the mana costs are a bit more troublesome. I don't know if there will be changes in terms of the kind of emblem you want for the Claude to compensate for that, but it's probably gonna still be fighter. At least take out what will make the laning a bit more difficult though. I don't know if they want to ban out the Harith though, because that's like a Harley and a Harith already. So they might be considering that ONIC doesn't want a full magic lineup.
Honestly,
unless
they can. I mean, there's a very specific strat going around in the Philippines in RG where it's very magic heavy, which so far all the cast, every time we do the 5-man on Wolf stream or the nights where everyone's like streaming, we always lose to. I don't want to say it's because we suck, but it just really hurts.
It's
Radiant armor, they don't care. Athena shield, don't give a damn. It just always smacks.
So what if ONIC are planning to do that?
Yeah, it's just like, all right, Harith Harley, sure, why the hell not? Ooh,
Yeah, because they didn't ban out the Harith. Taking out the Yu Zhong though, I guess they just want less problems for Claude in a different way.
Yeah, but there will still be a lot of problems for the Claude, no matter what. There's an overload of choices here for Zavero. The YSS is still open unless... No, even Twisted Minds don't have room for a YSS.
Oh, right. So they're not... Okay, Sean then...
Yeah, what does Sean play here? Sean...
They're running out of...
I don't know, unless... Because do we just see him pick the Zetian again? Just run it back?
I'm kind of iffy on the Zetian bit now.
Because Prince is going to be okay with that.
Yeah, it's a Valentina.
Oh, with the Eve. So there's not...
ONIC want the Zetian, man.
Yeah. Unless he does something crazy.
Yeah, save the Sean pick for later. Hell, at this point, if you're crazy enough to Twisted Minds, just give us a Gushen or a Julian. And I don't care anymore. Well, no, not with the Marcel. Maybe Gushen. Wait, no. Even Marcel, Gushen, below Snapshot.
That wouldn't be good against the Marcel.
Yeah, might be too tough. And there's too much mobility the side of ONIC that whoever he daggers, he's just gonna jump into a bunch of ONIC members.
Yeah.
Easy golden hour. So dive mid. Oh.
I could have said Lilia, but the black shoes on the Valentina is not nice.
Yeah.
I would have said Gord, but that's probably not happening.
You sound so defeated.
Because Sean's the only one that picks it.
Kimmy?
Oh!
Wait. Pagura, debut pick.
Well, you don't get anything from that. You just get the...
Seems like I've slept for ages.
The what again?
The poof.
What's
The
become of
poof.
the world?
Yin Yang overturn.
Yin Yang overturn?
No, because there are like two, and then the other one's with an umbrella, and the other one's without like what you have.
Ah, yeah. That's true. The poof.
Definitely, if you guys are wondering, Brina plays without sound effects, so she has to make her own sound effects when she's playing. So if you're wondering where that came from, that's where that came from.
Wait, what is...
Alice again! And with all of this dive on the side of Twisted, this might not end well for them.
Yeah, plus the Marcel, man, and then there's a lot of...
Oh, man. Claude's gonna get so messed up in lane.
So we are kind of going with a lot of magic. Magic.
Welcome to English then.
Give us one yeehaw.
Yeah, can we get one yeehaw?
Yeah, it's a Hilda.
That is a lot of magic damage, though. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So my theory was right. They ended up going for the.
It's just not in the gold lane.
What's the name for this kind of lineup? Like, isn't it like Harry Potter?
You
or
could
something
put
like
a name to it because you've been up against it for so.
Yeah, let's just go for the Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter lineup.
Yeah, the Filipino version. I'm not completely sure if I can say, but let's just go with the Harry Potter lineup.
It's so cool.
The wizarding world of wizards.
Because we have a Hunger Games strat. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
we have
we
the
do.
Harry Potter lineup.
That's true.
We're just naming movie franchises at this point. This is the Lord of the Rings.
I was just gonna say, where's the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
All right. There's one last look at the team compositions heading on to Game 2. You guys can let us know what you think. Again, don't forget. Hope you guys scan that QR code earlier. Get a chance to win MLBB Diamonds. 1,000 of them every matchup. Is it going to be another sweep to open up Week 5, our second half of the regular season, or will we get to a Game of 3? That's what we're looking for. Let's see if it happens here as we jump into Game 2 in the Land of Dawn.
Two people I'm going to be looking at. Lance, who, by the way, with a Hilda in the EXP, something we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
So at first I was really confused, like, wait, there's a Kalea and a Hilda.
Yeah.
So Hilda EXP, let's see if they can use that to apply pressure or if it deals with Alice somehow, maybe. But two people I'm going to be looking at are Kaloy and Owl. Number one, how will Owl handle Severo in lane against this Bruno? Number two, how will Kaloy play this Kalea, and who is he going to be targeting and locking down on? Probably King Kong during the main objectives, but his rotations are important.
Yeah. That's so interesting because I think the guy who always went for the Hilda XP before was Kirk.
Yes.
I'm wondering how this... there's so many questions about this game alone.
Yeah.
Like, how is this Kagura going to work? Oh, mid lane.
Oh, Search of Life keeping him alive there. Both rovers going down at the same time. What a way to start this game.
Yeah, great understanding there by Kaloy that he would actually be able to complete the kill. So instead of it becoming 1 for none, he just decided to even it out. Great call by Kaloy, honestly. I didn't expect it to, but he was right on the money. He got to kill Brusco.
Yep. So he made that happen. Whoa, Super Prince. Here comes the backup from Brusco, but Super Prince is definitely going to have to go and be set after that. So Kaloy doing, this is why we were talking about this leading in the matchup. This is Kaloya. You know, he's one of his best heroes. He knows how to play it through and through, and that's what we're seeing here. So early action happening even before the first turtle, as both teams get in position. Now, one thing that you are also going to see throughout the gold lane is, I feel like one of the first games I ever watched of Severo over in, hold on, whoa.
Kaloya, though, gets bursted down by the deadly magic, so they won't be having that setup. Well, he isn't even level 4 yet, but they won't be having that Kalea for this turtle. MP the King still starting it, though, but then Brusco and the Throne of Ruin will be there to at least go for the set, but it's going to be a turtle over to Twisted, and the kill somehow.
Yep.
To King Kong.
I mean, that's Lansu's job. He will be looking for one man all the time, and it's really just King Kong's Harley. The Twisted Minds walk away with a turtle kill, a kill onto the opposing jungler. They lost Kaloy, but that's a trade worth taking.
Yep, they took that. So what I was mentioning, as you see in the lane, Owl is actually having a bit of a difficult time against Severo because Severo, this Bruno, by the way, 100%. For those viewers that might not know, is one of his heroes that he really likes to play. Oh, Tsunami Slam.
Brusco is the target, MP the King here, and the Kagura of Sean is enough to already pick him off. Okay, Twisted Minds are starting to be very aggressive with their plays.
They fix, they know they have the burst. It's been a while since we've seen the Kagura, but damage is what she brings to the table really well. And yes, it'd be crazy if we just end up, you know, time is a flat circle. What if we just end up getting to the point where it's just Bruno all over again? Yeah. And then one team is crazy enough to pull off an M6 ONIC PH and then just bring out the Layla. Then no one wants to pick up the Bruno because no one's going to ban the Layla. And then, it's back and forth.
It's a throwback, man.
Throwback all over.
Flashback Friday. That's what I feel like I'm seeing, at least in the gold lane. But Twisted has been off to a great start. I'm just wondering, because we don't see Kagura too often, is there a point in the game where that damage or that initial burst that you usually see with Kagura this early on fall off, you know, and might be a problem, or is it more of crowd control that she's going to be bringing toward these team fights later on?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to fall off. It will exponentially rise, and you have 3 key heroes who want to get sort of like in close to mid-range. Valentina, Harley, Bruno, all of them can get bursted down by this Kagura.
Yeah. And it's also probably just going to be a bit more focused on who you target later on, because Kagura can go for very specific plays and even a bit of survivability, I guess, because you have a Rasher Umbrella Flea to just go and reposition.
Yeah, built-in Purify.
It's also a flicker, so I think there's a lot of ways just to keep yourself alive.
See how Sean ends up playing this. Skypiercer picked up. King Kong is his Genius Wand. So they're going to go and grab the buffs. Oh, looking for a setup in the mid.
Yeah, Sean can get out of this, but he gets terrified. Oh. Still, though, that's a Kagura. That's why he's going to be okay. Lansu, though, coming in from the back line. Tsunami Slam used onto him and the Throne of Ruin as well. Golden R just to hold the turtle. And King Kong secures it for ONIC.
Brusco, what a play!
Uh-oh!
Yeah, that's a flicker for Kaloy, but we got to talk about what ONIC did there.
Big brain play, golden hour, so that Twisted Minds will not be able to get that turtle. The delay was perfect. King Kong got to reposition, then retry.
That is great to see there, but now they're going to get punished up top as Kirk goes down. So a response from Twisted. They'll have to keep that in mind by the time for the next turtle and later on for the Lord, obviously. They'll want to have a plan in tow for that. Yeah. Meanwhile, gold laners still doing their things. You can see just how much damage Bruno is able to do. Brusco's going to go ahead and push Owl off a little bit. They might just try to go ahead and take this tower down to move in a little bit across the map here, but he's got backup.
Oh. That's Worldy already used. Kaloy here. Oh, that's the yin-yang overturn touch by Severo here. Golden Hour once again, catching Kaloy, and he's probably not going to get out of that. King Kong 2 finding Sean in the back lines, and that's 2 members taken out by ONIC.
Golden Hour once again, and great mechanics from Severo to go ahead and sidestep just at the right moment.
Oh. Lancer had to flicker out too. So many resources burned by Twisted.
That's actually worth it for Kirk to commit that. His ultimate will come back way quicker compared to the flicker that Lansu decided to commit. And as expected, it was essentially a 2v1 in the gold lane. It was Severo versus the Tower of Owl and Owl, which of course the Bruno will win.
Yeah, and you could see, you know, he's just, no boots needed. He just goes Haas-Claws, Berserker Fury. It's I feel like very reminiscent of what we saw at M6.
It's the first Bruno game. It's still his rookie season. He hasn't signed a shoe deal yet.
As he just picked up boots, at least for now. You know? Yeah. Turtles up. ONIC in position with a bit of a lead, almost 2,000 up to this point. Twisted wants to respond. They're going to bring Owl to this fight. So they'll have everyone that they need here. We'll see how this plays out as MP's up on the top side, but ONIC's not going to commit to it either just yet.
Oh, it's only a DHS for Owl. Doesn't even have the golden staff yet. The painful.
Yeah. No Throne of Ruin for Kirk, but Super Friends has the Tsunami Slam if they want to go for anything. That's the Golden R once again. Committed. So many mini slams coming in from ONIC. And the Yin-Yang overturn doesn't really land on anyone. Kirk doesn't mind. He's just going to tank everything as the turtle gets reset, but in control of ONIC. Not unless Twisted Mind still find an opening here. MP the King! Winning that Retribution battle. Kaloy gets punished right there. And that's the copied Tsunami Slam finding Lansu.
Oh man, Severo's positioning again. This Bruno's going to be a problem. Just a couple auto attacks and you're left to half health.
Yeah, Indonesia is a huge football country. By the way, that was a good reset on the turtle, whether it was by accident or on purpose. Twisted Minds got the turtle, but in the end, it was expected that ONIC would be walking away with a lot more kills as they have the damage advantage. But if you're Twisted Minds, you're going to be counting the wins that you can get. The turtle was one of them. Now they have to keep their eyes set on making sure, once again, Owl gets farm.
Ooh, falling behind 1,000 now. Kaloy's gonna jump in.
Oh, now you see how Twisted are looking for their targets, but it's Kaloy who actually gets punished first. Severo though, he gets found out by Twisted Minds here. I think they're gonna be very happy with that. So it's 2 for 1.
They needed to get Severo. They solved that for now. Twisted picks up a kill. It's only Kaloy that goes down. So it's gonna be a pretty good trade for Twisted there.
Lansu, Owl, MP the King all found the mark. Beautiful entry with a blazing duet. Lansu locked in onto Severo. So did MP the King, landing a huge blade surge, and Twisted Minds has just turned it into an even game. Golden staff already for Al. He was down almost 1,000 plus gold. Now it's just 300 compared to the Bruno.
Great pickup, great response here. That's exactly what they needed. He's going to go ahead and build in to that Corrosive Scythe. And so then Owl will be in a position where he can play around to what Kaloy has been doing. Got to give it to Kaloy, man. He's died multiple times, but he's actually been able to go ahead and find setups where he can and keep Twisted into the game without it slipping too far in favor of ONIC. So positioning now for the Lord, that's what they want to go ahead and set up for. Kaloy does pick up a Chastised Pauldrons, so he's got that available. They're also going to rely on Lansu, I feel like, now that we're in this phase where you're fighting for that Lord. One thing is, again, planning into it's almost a push and pull that these objectives are going to be because of the nature of the Marcel from Brusco. They've got to be able to anticipate that golden hour and then reinitiate. So they don't want to use too much of everything that they have before that happens.
Yeah, the moment you said that, I was thinking, wait for golden hour, and then that's when Lansu comes in. Because Lansu going in forces ONIC to think whether or not they have to go back, whether they have to reset the objective, because they will most likely get positional advantage after dropping the golden hour onto the Lord. So again, now I look at Lansu. At first it was Kaloy and Owl mainly, but now I look at this Hilda to see how Lansu will be able to maximize his entry, because he is going to be the main guy to try and catch Severo.
Oh, look at Sean's positioning too. Can he go and burst down Super Prince or even Severo here? Could be massive. Levigon picked up now by Severo. He's got that range. This is the Trinity that we saw so much of Bruno before, back in M6.
Yeah. It has claws, just keeping him okay.
I'm wondering if King Kong is actually able to burst anyone else down. As long as Sean keeps a distance, obviously Owl as well, they should be okay. And that's why there's so much patience here for this first Lord. Both teams have these conditions that they need to be able to go ahead and pull off for them to get the win here. Corrosive Scythe now locked in. There's the Trinity for Owl, so he's ready to go. We'll see how Twisted approaches this. They can always utilize Kaloi. That's one thing that they can play around. The conceal, I believe he has the conceal, so using that conceal, using that flicker, Tsunami Slam combination. They just have to avoid Kirk's setup as well.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hold it.
They're trying to force out the golden hour, but the ONIC are not budging.
Yeah, they don't have to. There it is. There's the conceal. Kaloi's got that.
This dance is taking a while.
Yeah, this is probably one of the longer dances. Actually, a Lord dance that we've had.
We're so back because we're back in the Bruno.
Yeah.
Lord dance.
That nature. It's also, again, Twisted doesn't have to be the one to actually force it. They know that they're waiting for the golden hour to be used. They can't really just blitz this, so this is all actually bot time for Twisted as well. I'm just wondering what the play is here for them, if they just want to wait and then react to ONIC, or do they actually try to make a move here with Kaloi?
Oh, look at that. Oh my god, the damage coming out of this Bruno is nuts.
Oh, they're actually going to blitz it, it looks like.
Yeah, did they just let go of their positioning? ONIC took full advantage of that. Now it's a Lord for ONIC in exchange of Brusco. Twisted Minds are still going to go for the chase though. Lansu flickering out and is still going to survive. That's a Terrify on Kaloi, but King Kong throwing out some cards. Twisted Minds only lose none.
Yeah. They are all able to get away. They take out Brusco, but that was a beautiful play by ONIC to just decide to rush it. They knew they had the huge damage advantage playing through the Bruno. And the fact that Twisted Minds could not get the start that they wanted, could not find a good, comfortable angle for MP the King to go in and get within Retribution range. After Twisted Minds repositioned, ONIC read the situation well, and then they just decided to rush. MP could not get back in time and in range.
That was all it took. Twisted Minds, for a brief moment, just letting go of those positions that they've held onto for so long. Brusco jumping in, making sure that he has everyone in sight. And now they're about to lose majority of the map control as ONIC take out these remaining outer turrets. Without even the Holy Shields intact, there will be no problems for ONIC to at least try and go for the base siege. But that's the Yin Yang overturn too, already committed by Sean.
Yeah, they're going to lose that base turret. Wow. Lord as well. This is what we've seen Bruno do many times, just knock down turrets. Oh, left. Oh, set up for Kirk.
Not gonna flicker in. They just needed that, and it's enough to take down Kaloi.
Oh man.
Clean.
Could they lose more here? It looks like potentially there's no waves to complete the push in, but right now ONIC Philippines is just staying around here to clear out these waves. They could still look to take down at least the mid turret, depending how this plays out. Twisted is going to have to pull off a defense. Whoa, Super Prince.
Okay, Brusco going in.
What a zone. What a zone. He did not care because he knew Twisted couldn't relax.
Oh, but that's not a zone. That's a pickoff coming in from King Kong. Sean could not get away from that. Oh, forcing the blazing duet, but gets caught in the golden R. Still survives though, and this might just be the turnaround for Twisted Minds. MP the King finding a mega kill, but Savero shuts him down.
Oh, the winner crown in the fountain, and now Kaloi's in trouble.
Okay, that's a double kill for Savero, and it's only Lansu and Owl left. This is looking like the end if Twisted Minds don't find a way around this. Owl risking his life just to clear that one last minion, but there are much more coming in the base. ONIC, they have the wins within reach. Owl is doing his best to defend, but they just could not put an end to it yet.
Oh, a couple hits.
That's the clear. That's the blazing duet already off cooldown, but ONIC still find a way. It's a minion that puts an end to this game.
ONIC throwing it back to what helped them win the M6 World Championship. I am at a loss for words because that Bruno was unfreaking stoppable.
Yeah, that was a little whiplash to see the Bruno like that again. And man, that last base push felt like the Lord dance. That was like a base dance that we saw at the end there. It almost looked like Twisted was going to be able to stay in the game a little bit longer, but they just didn't have an answer. And I mean, you saw how difficult it was for Owl to even get in position to try to use the Claude. I mean, 1 or 2 auto attacks from a Bruno, dude, you're at like a sliver of health.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't think Twisted Minds even expected this Bruno would be coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They got a right answer with the Hilda, but you saw why they put so much importance in that Lord. I think at that time, Twisted Minds knew if that Lord, that final Lord that we saw ended up going to ONIC, that if that was it, that they could push, that they would not be able to stop the onslaught of this Bruno. And that's exactly what happened. It was unfortunate that it came off of the fact that Twisted decided to go for a reposition. And I think it's also muscle memory.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've seen Bruno consistently. I don't know if they've seen it in scrims recently, but they were moving as if they were a team that wasn't facing a Bruno. If that was any other marksman, they wouldn't have been able to blitz it like that right in front of their face.
Yeah. Not only that, but also big ups to Brusco, man.
Yes.
The utilization of the Golden Hour in many different ways. You actually got to see it utilized in maybe 2-3 different scenarios and ways that were just so paramount to the win here for ONIC Philippines. Congratulations to them. We're going to be thrown over on stage to hear our winning interview with ONIC Philippines.
It's the same result for round 2 because ONIC Philippines took down Twisted Minds in a sweep 2-0. What a game to end the first day of week 5. And most of us, we want to know, Brusco, you have a very crucial role as a roamer, but at the same time, ikaw rin yung nagiging tulay sa comms with Savero. Ngayon, napag-usapan nyo ba yun na ikaw yung parang magiging translator or ikaw yung magiging helper talaga when it comes to communicating? Yes.
Ako talaga yung nag-ano sa kanya kapag nagko-com sila, Prince King, Kong, Chakar, parang pag nagtatagalog sila, translate ko sa kanya yun, yung mga sinasabi niya, tapos kung ano yung mga gagawin niya or yung mga threat sa kanya.
And Brusco, to follow up lang, ikaw rin naging import ka sa Indonesia. Now, in reverse, si Savero naman yung import here sa Philippines. Meron bang nakikita kang mga shared struggle nyo na parang nakaka-relate ka sa kanya ngayon?
Siguro, nung nasa Indo ako, wala eh. Parang puro basta yung pinag-aabot ko dun eh. Dito, yung mga welcome sila sa kay Savero.
And really, napaka-welcoming ng ONIC. So, kay Savero, right, Denise?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Medyo nagchichikahan kasi kami ni Savero dito. Pero Brusco, as the translator, I wanna ask Savero, we're gonna have ask for help from Brusco. How important is having someone like Brusco in the team? How important is having someone like you in the team?
Of course, it's important for translator.
See, he's so confident. He's so confident. He doesn't need Brusco anymore. But you mentioned earlier you're learning a lot of more Filipino words. Can you share more? Lagging.
Mahal ko kayo.
Medyo naglag. Okay, thank you so much, Savero Brusco. But I want to ask Super Prince. Super Prince, our Game 1 MVP. Parang iba yung motivation mo ngayon. Are you extra motivated today? Saan nanggagaling? Saan nanggagaling yung extra motivation?
Nanggagaling po yung motivation ko sa jowa ko tsaka family.
Yes! But,
and the Sonics went wild.
Kinilig ang lahat. But Super Prince, kung babalikan natin, nung round 1, you guys beat Twisted 2-1. But right now, sweep. Ano yung difference this time?
Siguro po yung difference ngayon parang mas na-execute namin yung lineup namin kaysa first leg.
Mas na-execute nila. And are you guys, let's say, more confident this time around? Yes, confidence, Thea. And if anything, coming from our MVP confidence, sino kaya ang MVP of the match?
Sonic, sino sa tingin nyo? And the MVP of our match is King Kong! message for your very loud supporters here at the Victoria Sports Tower. Grabe, parang kulang pa ba yan?
Pasalita naman ako. Sa Sonic, sa lahat ng fans na pumunta dito sa MPL, thank you so much sa time nyo. And sa mga nag-support online, sana makita namin kayo soon. Yan. Thank you. Love you guys.
And once again, congratulations for sweeping this match, ONIC Philippines. You may now take a bow and your victory walk.
Maraming salamat, ONIC Philippines. What a day! Lahat sweep Thea.
Another 2-0 to end the first day of our Week 5. And we will find out how that sweep happens as we throw this back to our panel.
Thank you, Denise and Thea. And again, congratulations there to ONIC Philippines. A sweep, another one to open up our Week 5. Congratulations also. It's nice to hear Severo, of course, in the interview there, and just how important it is because he's also the MVP here for Game 2 on the Bruno, the debut pick, 4-1-5. And that kill participation, 69%. Very nice.
And his Filipino is very nice as well, for those wondering what he said. And what he ended up saying was actually, I love you all.
I love you.
We were all waiting for it.
Yeah, he said, mahal ko kayo, which is, I love you all.
Why do I feel like everyone got tense every time they asked him this? What Filipino words are you learning?
No,
well,
man.
let me tell you.
Let's admit, that's like the natural form. When Filipinos go to Indonesia, one of the very first things they learn is, I'm not going to say it. You know, our words that we cannot share on broadcast. And it's the similar thing here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. We were all literally holding our chairs.
Yeah, all the six-man desk looked at one another and was like, oh no.
Because this is the second time I think they've asked him what Filipino has learned. Because I'll tell you what, his MVP performance here was reminiscent of the past. And I was saying throughout this when we got in this game, I was like, man, one of the first games I actually saw of Severo when he was playing in Indonesia was on the Bruno. And, you know, so it's nice to see him bring it out here for a matchup here in the MPL Philippines. Again, I feel like Severo has just really settled in, and that camaraderie with the Super Fam, he's really fit in well here. And when you watch them play, it's still the Super Fam. Like, they're still able to make these things happen for them. And, you know, there was some moments there for Twisted, but this one was definitely in control throughout the series by ONIC.
Yeah, I think we definitely got to see as to why even a team like the Philippines versus Aurora, no one picked up the Claude. It wasn't even banned out, completely ignored in the draft. You had Freya Gold Lane come in first, Harith, Granger. We had a Moskov game earlier in the day, Carry. I think because of the changes to him and because now with the presence of Bruno, we might actually end up seeing Claude getting taken out of the meta, as there is a very clear and obvious response that you can pick up. Whether or not the Bruno is can be easily slotted into other lineups, because we are, as Midnight put it in the podcast that we did earlier with yesterday with Wolf, we are in a composition heavy meta where even if you think about a specific counter to one hero, how does it slot in with the rest of the lineup? Is it comfortable with the rest of the heroes against the hero that you're trying to counter? Definitely put Bruno on your radar. Rising up, Claude will most likely rise down. Rise down, fall down.
Rise down. Or rising down.
Okay.
That works.
There's such a thing.
I was such in the flow. I got 2 in the zone.
Gotta agree though, it's been like 2 straight games which felt like a somehow draft advantage for ONIC, but mostly when you look at the gold lane especially, because I feel like Owl has been managed in the lane a bit too well. So we've been commenting on how they might want to help him a bit, but you also can't blame the other members of Twisted Minds because they had to worry about things elsewhere. Even the jungle matchup didn't really favor MP the King a lot of times. So maybe Twisted Minds are in that spot again of having to explore and maybe figure out what's working best for them in this current patch.
I just hope it's not too much time, because they don't, you know, I mean, we only have, well, it is week 5. So we're down to the last half and it's getting a little dicey. So hopefully they can figure things out. But first, let's go ahead and listen in on our Infinix mic check with ONIC Philippines.
King, mapil ko si King. Hilda. Hilda. Go. Kalaya paspel, guys. Kaya pa paspelin. Pasag tap. Damay natin. Kalaya kong. Nodash kalaya. No BMI crowd. Wala spell. Kagura. Nice Clayton naman. Yung ano, yung suyo at sure, range bot. Bang. Ay, chill pre, lahat ng lane nanahawakan natin. Try natin. Kalaya, just mirror kalaya pre.
Right kalaya, Prince. Right kalaya.
Okay na, baka po. Ay, pahil mo na sa top. Okay na. Binata ka. Box, Hilda. Bulang buhat. Okay guys, wala call pa.
Chill. Kay boy.
Alaw suyo pre. Okay na. Ikaw papatargetin it, skill ko. Naka-flicker ka lang.
It's personal. Okay lang.
Kailangan magamit ulti mo eh.
Okay na, paldo ako.
Suyo, ultihan ko.
Patay suyo. Lambuhat guys, lambuhat.
Gas aja.
Kalayaton.
Hindi na-fleeting. Sarap mo. Sarap. Bruno.
Okay na.
Kaya. Power lock pre. Tapos na.
You see what I mean by the development of Severo here? He spoke more Filipino there than he did on stage.
Yeah. At one point, his shot call was like, nag-ulti na pre, which is he already used his ultimate, referring to the Kagura. He was even, okay, it's not in Filipino, but he was calling for the members to peel for him.
Yeah.
Did he say paldo ako?
Yeah, he even said that at one point. He said, paldo na ako. Like, don't worry, paldo na ako, which is, I'm rich, or I have a lot of resources, a lot of farm. Yeah.
Again, congratulations there, ONIC. You guys think you have what it takes to run the show? With eProject Esports for everyone, we're giving you the power to bring the MPL energy to your own local community.
That's right. Participants get exclusive access to tournament modes, free in-game items, and even diamonds. Just head over to ph-mpl.com/e-project to start your application.
Turn that passion into action. Visit our website for more info. QR on your screens. Scan it.
Scan it right there. I know I had people asking me recently this week when we had our community show match games going on, how do you get tournament modes? Well, there's one of them for you guys. So scan that QR while you can, because also the clock is ticking and the seats are filling up. Don't miss your chance to witness Smart Omega and AP Bread right here at the Victoria Sports Tower this April 25th. That's tomorrow. Head on to ph-mpl.com and get your tickets now. And keep an eye out, like I said, for playoff tickets. Now that the venue has been announced, get a chance to go ahead and grab those tickets soon. Now, calling all superfans, stay updated on all things MPL Philippines and connect with the most passionate community out there in esports. Join the MPL Philippines official Facebook group. You can scan the QR codes, the superfan channel, and don't forget as well the MLBB official Discord.
Get your all-access pass to exclusive content, the latest news, and community discussions. Lead the conversation and have a chance to be featured as our superfan of the month.
Be part of the MPL Philippines family. Scan the QR codes on your screen now and join the conversation. We will see you there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually the playoff tickets details, or the selling starts on May 4th.
Ooh.
Oh, it's...
What day is today?
Technically, that's like a week and a half from now.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Infinix standings here after day 1 of week 5. Not much has changed, actually nothing. After the 2 matches, obviously TL still standing on top, undefeated. ONIC gets another point there. And that's about it.
Yeah. I wonder if it gets to the point where this is just going to be it.
But you think this will just be it?
I'm just saying what if. I'm not saying will be.
I mean, the middle is still kind of...
Yeah. One thing I'd adjust is I'd put Omega over AP Prim. Maybe even Omega could climb up to 5th. I don't know, man. I feel like I've gotten... Like, Omega has won me over yet again this season. After what they did.
After the upset.
After the huge upset. After Tanot #1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a buff for everyone. Here's the Fansiklaban after day 1. Yes, that's right. Fansiklaban.
Okay.
What's so funny?
San Juan.
There you go.
And Fansiklaban.
Fansiklaban, San Juan.
Okay. I hope I'm getting it right. So it's also the same, I think, because the Bees, the last time I saw this, I think they were in 4th, and we still have multiple teams tied at 4th. Wow.
So they've had more changes.
Yeah. I wonder if we get Aurora Sonics finals for Fancy Klaban.
Man, I love the Fancy Klaban. Oh, Fancy Klaban.
Fancy Klaban.
Filipino ako. Radio ko mag-Tagalog.
We can wrap up. We can wrap up.
Is that spicy? Is that too spicy? Am I cinnamon now?
Yes.
Okay.
Cinnamon.
Any last thoughts before we close it out?
Today has been full of sweeps, even with you guys on desk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's been happening? We've had a very fast season. What's going on?
It's been fun. I hope you guys have a great evening joining us. We're going to be closing out here. Me, Brigadier Redmar, will store on stage to close out day 1, week 5.
And that's how you start the second half of the season. What an incredible opening day here at our week 5.
Yes, Thea, kanina pinakilig tayo ng ating Clearman Legends at syempre, hindi nagpahuli ang ating match-ups, lalo na ang Epic Rivalry.
And you know, habang papalapit ng papalapit ang playoffs, asahan na mas iinit pa ang aksyon, lalo na na bukas ay
Superfan Saturday. Kaya naman make sure to bring that same energy tomorrow as we continue the action. Ako, si Denise.
At ako naman si Thea. Kita-kita ulit tayo bukas dito lang sa tahanan ng pinakamalalakas.
Ito ang MPL Philippines Season 17. Palag na to!
17th season of MPL Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Infinix, the official gaming phone partner, the power behind every Madlang gamer. Smart, the simply reliable connectivity partner of the MPL. Our partner in esports, Clearmen. And our strategic partners, TT Racing, Fairy, and SIP. Don't miss any MPL action by following our official Facebook and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Follow MPL PH on TikTok for more content. Experience the lakas ng Pinas of MPL PH Season 17 live at Victoria Sports Tower. Grab your tickets now via the official MPL PH website. MPL Philippines is monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusement Board.